tonight. It's like
Welcome to the show. My name is Heshy, Uncle Heshy. That's what I like to be called, but you can call me anything you want.
why not Uncle Heshy? You're Uncle Heshy.
That's right.
That's who you are.
I want you to know
You're everyone's uncle.
I had myself, what was it, 3 or 4 nephews, my 3 kids, people banging, screaming the whole weekend. Wow, it was really Uncle Heshy holding himself back real well.
Where were you?
Home. Everybody loves to come over. Plus, we had a whole bunch of guests, too. I had like 10 people around, 12 people,
Wow.
13. Right, 13. We couldn't fit everybody at the table, so we made a kids' table.
What do you do? You give everyone one egg or something?
Wow, that's too much.
How do you handle that?
Anyways, I didn't introduce you even yet tonight, Neil.
No, I'm not here. You're not talking to me. You're
Neil,
talking to yourself.
everybody, I want to welcome Neil, my voice of reason, my conscience.
Hello, everybody.
And of course, the beautiful, and she's on camera again tonight with a new flower, a different color. I'm very proud of you,
Yep,
Esty.
every color flower.
Esty, welcome back to the show.
Yes, hey
By
guys.
the way, Neil, you missed it. Me and Esty, we were on the Ralph Romano, what was it?
Ralph Romano, yeah.
Ralph Romano show on Thursday night. We were on for an hour. You can see it on YouTube. And it was just, we had a very good time, me and Esty. We sat.
What kind of guy is this guy?
He's a nice, young, okay.
Politics? He's politics?
He's not politics. He's everything. He's very, he's a listener. He wants to talk about the subjects. He's a Christian boy, but again, he's one of us from the New York Times. He knows the Jewish words. He knows the shtick, and he knows about people. He's actually one of the guys. He's a regular, down-to-earth, cool guy, and I had a good time sitting there and chatting with him. And really, he just let us chat, and he was very knowledgeable. I was very proud to sit on his show.
He knows what's happening.
He knows he's with the program. And by the way, we missed you on the show. But so tonight's show, I'm going to start with 2 quotes.
Why 2?
I'll tell you why. One, my standing quote of the night.
Yeah.
And then somebody sent me a story. I posted it on WhatsApp and my Facebook. I couldn't get it on the Twitter. It was too long. But it was really something that blew me away. And I need the people to see it. And maybe this could run the show tonight, the lesson of the show. Got it? Anyways, here's my my quote for the night. And it's positivity. We are constituted so that simple acts of kindness, such as giving charity or expressing gratitude, have a positive effect on our long-term moods. The key to a happy life, it seems, is the good life, a life with sustained relationship, challenging work, and connections to the community. That's my point tonight. And I'm going to lead this into my story, Neil. A friend of mine, Barry, sent me this cool story, and I posted on Facebook, and I got a lot of responses. Somebody comes over to you, Neil, and says, hey, buddy, I want to give you $86,400 a day. You got it? Every day you're going to get $86,400, SD. You got it?
Yeah.
Every day you got to spend
I
the
hope
money.
that's only the interest on.
No. There's no interest. You get $86,400 a day, and you got to spend it. You get it at 12:01 a.m. and by midnight of that night, you've got to spend every dollar. Anything you don't spend goes back into the account and starts all over again.
I've heard this one. Okay.
And it's a wonderful thing, and you got to do it every day. You can't be storing it. You can't be saving it. You can buy anybody you want things to do, but you can't. You got to spend it every single day.
Wow.
And this goes on for the rest of your life. Now, at any moment, Neil, any moment, I can stop giving you the $86,400.
So basically, don't buy a house because you won't be able to pay your mortgage.
It doesn't make a difference. The point is that's the way it is.
Hey, who's that?
Who is that? I heard somebody talking in my ear. What's going on? Anyways, so every day, any minute, this $86,400 can stop.
Right.
What's my point? My point is you have 86,400 seconds in a day. You are given a gift of every day when you wake up of 86,400 seconds. Use it any way you want. Love your family, love your children, do whatever it is. You can't believe, but at any moment you could lose it. At any moment it could be taken away from you. Why won't you enjoy it? Because even if you save those 86,400 seconds, you can't save it because tomorrow it's a new day. It's a new account. And I love that story.
That is so
but it goes
smart.
The story goes into much more length and detail, and I'm telling you, I was very proud when he sent that story. It actually made me emotional that you people out there, when you hear my story tonight, charity, love, tomorrow morning you might not have a chance to do this. Use every second of your day, use every hour of it. I said this at my table this weekend, at the Sabbath table. I was talking to the young. I said, you have such a long future of you. Use it in a powerful manner. Use it to make change, but even if not, Use it to enjoy every moment. Anyways, we got a lot to talk about tonight, Neil.
Yeah, that's a great one.
It's a very good one. And
very good one.
Our show is called the Just Enough Heshy Show. Is it, Esty? Is that the Just Enough Heshy Show?
Yes, it is.
And what are we doing on this show?
We talk.
No, Esty, that's not what I was leading into. What's our phone number? You got to do the picture.
See.
What do we have? To BS.
To make bread, right, to BS.
Okay, fine. This is the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can get us at Just Enough Heshy on Facebook, hashtag Just Enough Heshy on Twitter. And if you'd like to advertise with us...
Neil is coughing. You see?
If you'd like to advertise us, you can email us at justenoughheshy@gmail.com. Heshy spelled Heshy.
Good girl.
If you want to call in about a topic, you can reach us at 718-303-9090. Okay, the rest to you, Heshy.
And what about the hashtag thing?
I already said that.
Oh, I didn't hear. Did she say the hashtag?
I said specifically hashtag Just Enough Heshy at Twitter. I said the hashtag before.
I did not hear that, but okay, I apologize. It's the hashtag and Just Enough Heshy at Facebook.com. You can reach us.
I said that too. Wow, you really don't listen.
I didn't listen to a word you said.
That's okay.
You know that she got upset with me, Neil, when we were on the Ralph Romano show, that she was saying, "Oh, I'm from Borough Park, Brooklyn," you know.
Borough Park.
And she was right. She was talking about the religion, and I was saying, yeah, you know, we are from a very what did I say, Esty, that you didn't like?
Close-knit.
You said that if we don't wear a wig, we're considered a bad word.
Covers.
No, it's not the word you use.
Covered the hair, but I was trying to explain that we are from a closed community.
You didn't have to do so extreme, you know? I mean, yeah, we're from a closed-end community, but there's a lot of people that don't wear wigs, and we don't think bad about them.
I agree with you. 100%. I'm on your side.
There's a few select people, and that's their problem.
No, but
it's more than a few select. It happens to be ultra orthodox borough.
I've never met someone who's like, "You're not wearing a wig. Oh, you're this." It's more like, "Okay, you're not part of our sect. You're not part. You're a little bit different."
Esty, nobody ever commented on your short skirts that go above your knee drop? Come on, I heard it many times.
You wear short skirts?
No, not really, but I was actually.
Why would someone tell?
I was in a grocery store, right, and I don't wear stockings in the winter. I'd rather freeze it out.
What do you mean?
I just think
in the summer you have to wear
with the line in the back too.
Right, that line. Right, if you don't see that line, that means it's no good.
You have to sew it in.
Honestly, I can actually tell you. I can tell you what that is. So the line was how they used to create stockings. In order to sew it, you had to make that line, sew it together.
Right.
When the new style came out, it was considered too modernized. So one of the rabbis said, you have to wear the line in back. But the truth is, today's day, the only people who wear that are strippers. So it's not considered that great anymore.
I see all the Hasidic women.
But I was always just wondering, they call it, I believe, bulletproof stockings, because it's
only, then the army would wear it.
I'm just wondering, like, how often do they test them out and with what caliber? That's all I want to know, because they seem to get thicker and thicker.
So I went into a grocery store and the person was like, "Oh, aren't you cold?" And I knew he meant my feet, which I never wear stockings. And I'm like, "What are you talking about? I'm wearing a hat, gloves, a coat." And they didn't want to say, because you can't say, "Hey, you're not wearing stockings." It was a man. I thought that was funny.
It's not funny.
He shouldn't be looking in that neighborhood. He shouldn't be even saying, barely look at you.
Were you wearing the flower in the hair?
I was not. Maybe that would have distracted him.
So this is again, you're listening to the Just Enough Heshy show, and Esty's going to do some ads to start our show out.
Yeah, we're going to start with ads.
That's how you start a show, with ads?
Yeah.
When are we going to learn how to do a show? I don't understand.
If you want to advertise with us, please feel free, enjoy, and call us and advertise Just Enough Heshy. But Esty, in the meantime, who is working with us right now?
So Le Buffet.
Le Buffet.
I got to get in there.
You're not going. I don't understand why. They have very good. They have a very good latte.
I actually went to them.
Oh
no, yeah.
Yeah, it was a very nice store, very nice place.
And what did you get there?
I got an egg sandwich and I got a latte.
Okay, how was the service?
Oh, the service was great. They were very friendly.
Yeah?
Yes.
And they moved?
What do you mean they moved? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was 5 minutes. I wasn't late for my next appointment. It was all good.
Okay. See, did I not recommend a good place?
So,
we're going to talk about another place that Neil doesn't like, but we'll get to that in a minute. Go ahead.
Yes,
we have time.
Okay, Le Buffet is located on 55th and 17th Avenue. You can't miss it. They do catering, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Was it hard for you to find?
No, it was right there. I was like, where am I going to find it? What's there? There's only houses. And then I saw, right there, big sign. It's all there.
Good girl.
So, you can reach them for catering.
Buffet, they have a sign.
They have a sign. Yeah, very nice sign.
Like a French one?
No.
Not a French. A regular sign. It says Le Buffet. You have to know how to pronounce it.
So, they do catering. If you want to reach them, you can call them at 718-438-7612. Next, we have the Black Label cigarettes,
Ooh.
the e-cigs. You can go to
Who's that,
BL.
Mikey?
Mikey.
Mikey again.
Yeah.
Yo, Mikey.
Yeah. So you can go to blpremiumecig.com or call Mikey at 561-239-5941. Again, 561-239-5941.
Who would do that email crap? Such a long
I know,
thing.
I know.
You call Mikey.
That's it.
and
Call
that's
him. They'll
it.
send it to you.
Yeah, but
Matter of fact, I called Mikey and he invited me over for his house for the weekend. I didn't go because I had a lot of guests, but it was very nice.
What do you mean?
Because he's in a good mood. He's engaged these days.
Right,
so
he's engaged,
in a
right,
good
right,
mood. You know,
right.
everything's up and up. You
Right,
know?
right.
He's
Wait, but
flying high,
it's so much
probably.
easier to just buy them online than have to talk to someone.
I
No?
agree.
So I think
agree.
you should go to blpremiumecig.com. It's simpler.
Okay.
Okay, go
So yeah,
ahead.
then we have Gotham One
You see
Solution.
the age difference
Right,
between
you
us.
see,
You
right,
see, there's
right.
a perfect
She
example.
doesn't understand. You pick up the phone, Mike, send me over 20 pieces. Here's my card number. Be
Right there.
quiet. That's it.
So yeah, next we have Gotham One Solution, asbestos and lead abatement.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah, you could
good.
you can reach Joel Goldberg at 917-577-2867. Again, 917-577-2867. Next we have Green Line Building Consultants.
Yes, we help you with all your violations. We do plans, permits. We
No,
walk
you
to
said
the
you don't do the snow violation.
We don't do the snow violations because it's such a small ticket, and we want you to, there's a bunch of things you can do, and you're right. Some of the times, the city just gets you for the dumbest things, and you just got to pay.
No, I'm
That's the
just
cost
saying
of
because
doing
it's
it.
going to snow again. Like
I hear
tonight,
it's going to be a big snow this time.
No,
Wait, what?
nothing.
Somebody told me again, 7 inches, 3
No,
inches.
Wait, today?
2 to 4 tonight to through tomorrow afternoon.
Well, actually, my parents are right now in Wisconsin, and their flight might get canceled because of the snow.
So you're home all
Hey.
alone?
I'm home.
Get everybody
I'm not,
over.
wait,
Get everyone over. Let's go.
fine.
Party,
So-
party.
Party by Esty, Purim party.
Okay, so I'm only not like I'm not home alone, but if I have a party, then yeah, totally. Then I'm home alone. Otherwise, don't tell people.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the problem is tomorrow's a work day. Otherwise, I'd make a huge party.
So we at the Green Line Building and Sons would have gotten you a permit to have that party, but
you need a permit for a party?
I think you do need a permit if you have more than
It's a
70.
house.
You need
if
a
you have-
permit for practically anything. I mean, the government is
Right,
so
right. If you have more than
sick and
75
regulated.
people
You
there,
think 75 people fit in my house?
I'm not saying they do, but if you do have,
That's why you would need a permit.
It's
Right.
okay. I'm
They
gonna get.
won't give it
It's fine.
because it's
Okay, so 74 people can come to my house. The 75th, I'm sorry, you can't
but
enter.
that's including the people who serve the drinks and the waiters and the
Right.
cleanup
I'm not
crew.
gonna get waiters.
Everybody's included.
Of course you're gonna get away. What are
Right.
you, me and Heshy? You can
Right.
do
We're not
this.
serving
We're
you-
not
I'm
serving
not
crap.
cleaning up.
Nah,
Yeah.
it'll be buffet style. You just take
Oh,
something off the
buffet.
counter.
Oh, yeah, buffet.
Hey, you mean
So,
we
yeah.
can go to the buffet?
Right, but you
Okay, so go
always
on.
you always need. But anyways, the I don't even know what I was telling you, but Green Line Building Solutions, we do a lot of plans, permits. We have a newly renovated office, and by the way, we do over there lead inspections, and we help you with your ACP 5s. And if you do have lead or asbestos, we'll recommend you to the right people. We do have in-house lead investigators who will come out there, help you, advise you, show you how to who to call and how to get rid of it. in
And
a
your
safe-
architects.
And we have architects and expediters. We are across the board, fully in-house.
I have a question.
Roman, and we have renovated offices just finished. By the way, Neil, I was all dirty cleaning up the whole place. So now you're all welcome to walk in, ring our bell, and come visit us.
You
Right,
can
so-
ring my bell. What do you mean? Ring your bell? I can ring your bell.
You can ring the bell.
You
Yes,
got a
Steve,
bell?
what was your
So
question?
yeah, if I let's say build a house, right? There's two houses right near each other, and I want
Not in your fake city.
and not in my fake city,
Right.
right here. The two houses, and I want to build like not a stairway. You know, like Maimonides has this pathway up there.
Right,
If
right.
I want to do from one
Oh,
house,
a bridge. We call it
a
a
bridge.
bridge.
right? So if I want to from one house right next to the other house, if I wanted to make a bridge, do I need a permit for that?
Yes,
You tell us.
First of all,
You've
do
been
you-
around.
Wait,
us
wait, wait.
long enough.
Do you
Wait.
own both houses?
Yes.
It
Okay.
doesn't matter,
Doesn't matter.
who owns
Wait.
what.
So you need a permit
It does
to build.
matter because you'll need easement privileges to go from one side to the
If
next.
you're getting the bridge, okay, you have to be.
Wait. So for houses, you need a permit?
Oh, I'm sorry. You could just build a house without permission.
No. The house is already built. So what? I need another permit for just the hallway?
You need a permit if you just fix your sheetrock and
If you change your kitchen, you need a permit.
Not,
You're saying that
not
every
if you
time-
change the fix, not if you change the cabinetry, but if you change the sink, if you change your stove, okay, really, you don't need theoretically for
What?
stove.
We didn't get a permit
You
for the
need a-
stove, for the floor,
Hey,
for
hey,
anything.
don't talk
Don't
about
right,
your
you can get a
personal
violation. Work without a permit.
stuff.
And I don't know anybody
If
who
you-
does it.
If you build a deck in the back of your house and you don't have permission,
What do you mean? That's what Green Line does.
Right.
Wait a
They
second.
get you permits. Contractors go to him all the time.
No, we called
We
a building
wanna
guy.
do whatever.
Wait. We called a building guy, and he just made on the back porch this entire thing, and I doubt he had a permit. Like, do you
Well,
need a permit for
I
this?
can't believe. I
do
can't
not tell
believe
us
it.
where you
We're
live,
begging you
okay?
not to
don't
say
say
that.
you can't even enclose
Say you
your-
know someone.
No,
you
know
heard
somebody.
something.
What I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure we did it by the books, and I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe he had a
you
permit, but I
always-
don't think he
you
did.
could
You
check-
always
you
think
could check-
whatever you
right,
do is by the
right.
book. You know,
check
relax.
online, Esty.
I
Check
trust.
online.
I trust people.
Don't
I
trust
know. It's amazing.
Right. And
Yep.
I bet
I'm
you.
always amazed because probably the people closest to you that you trust the least, and
No.
the people furthest
Right.
away you trust.
Did you
the
even
most.
check if the guy had proper insurances when he came to work for you?
I don't know. It was my cousin.
Okay, and you should go on.
Oh God.
Okay. Yeah, my cousin does the she's the
Not just call him.
Yeah.
He knows how to get
He knows
by
how
the
to fix the-
inspector. Don't worry.
I don't know. I think people are good.
Anyways, do not listen to Esty. She gets permits, everything by the book. Call 718-303-9090. Neil, I have a question for you.
303.
9090.
That's to reach us here
To
at
reach
the
us here.
studio.
Right,
At the
right.
Justin of Heshy
Right.
show.
We don't, how many,
Right.
we don't want too many people.
Yeah.
to
So
call.
I'm very upset about somebody was pulled over by a cop for a broken taillight. You got it?
Yeah.
And he comes and he's very upset about it. What do you mean you pulled me over for a stupid broken taillight?
Sometimes they're crazy.
They're just crazy.
They're
So
just
the guy takes his finger and he points it at his own head and shoots himself. Like, oh my God! Like, stop it! God's sakes, let me just kill myself! I can't believe it. The cops have nothing better what to do. The cops arrested him. Do you
Well,
believe it?
under what charge?
You're gonna
Jinx?
love this. Driver nailed giving cop the finger gun. A Staten Island man threatened a cop by mimicking a gun. No, with his finger when he pulled over for a faulty brake light. Law enforcement sources, police stopped Jerome Patterson, wherever he did, and Patterson got out of his hand. He chested a pistol and pointed his finger to his own temple, pretending to shoot himself. This is why you get shot out here. Police searched the car. Listen to this. This is what they did, and they found cocaine residue in the car. Peterson was charged with criminal possession of controlled substance,
Even though he didn't have anything.
obstruction of governmental administration, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and aggravated unlicensed operator.
They could just make up anything.
Anything they want.
Wow, that's really bad.
Neil, the guy was pulled over for a faulty taillight. He had a license.
How did the newspaper get this? That's my question. Like, do they look into
No,
arrests that
because
are
everybody
weird?
gets arrested. Yeah, they
No,
pull
but-
over.
You know, this is what
And it
happens. You
gets
give
better.
these kids too much power. These are kids.
Right.
These are literally
He had
they're
nothing better what
21
to
years
give
old.
the guy
you
a
know?
ticket. I mean, you're pulling a guy over for a broken taillight, and you have nothing.
Originally, that's silly. Anyway,
Is it true that cops don't get paid that much?
they get great pensions. They listen. Nobody puts a gun to the head to be a cop.
Right.
I heard they get like minimum
Okay.
wage. Is that
Yeah,
true?
yeah. No, it's not true.
Sure.
They have anyone who has a union is already above minimum wage.
Oh, I was talking about the unions with a teacher. Apparently,
By the way, I want to talk about something else. Somebody else, you know that fancy heiress lady? She was on a plane and she got started to scream about
The Korean lady.
She didn't
Why?
get-
I like her.
I like her.
I like her.
She
I want my nuts the way I want my
Right.
nuts,
and
baby.
you know they gave her a year in jail?
for what?
Yeah.
What was it for?
But that surprises me because I thought she was powerful.
Right. She was given a year in jail.
Tell her the story.
Okay,
Tell her what
a
happened.
Korean airline heiress who flew into a nut rage, they call it, when a flight attendant served her macadamias in a humble plastic bag on a plane from at JFK, got a year in jail. Thursday for ordering the aircraft to return to the gate. Cho Ho-ah, the daughter of Korean Air's chairman, wiped away tears as the judge in Seoul, Korea, issued the sentence for a tantrum, which was seen in the Asian National as an example of the arrogance of Korea's wealth and elite. Cho, who is one of the nation's richest women, read to the court a letter expressing her remorse. I know my fault, and I'm sorry, she said.
I cannot believe it. For someone having a tantrum, they put them away. You have to be scared.
Excuse
Excuse
me,
me,
jail.
this wasn't a tantrum. You didn't listen to the story. This was her ordering the pilot back to the gate.
Did he?
Yes.
He went back to the gate.
Yes.
For disrupting a flight. I get it.
Right. So her father owns the airline.
And they put her away?
And the judge wanted to show her that,
Right.
hey, you can't just freak out over your nuts. I mean, give me a break.
How spoiled are you?
Oh,
How
Got it.
spoiled are you? You can imagine. She had to get it served. What
We're in a special bag
with a stamp
and
on
stamp,
it, probably, right?
The point is, so she went crazy a little bit on the play. A lot of people do that. Okay, punish her, fine her, but putting her a year in jail for this?
Yeah, it's
really,
crazy.
Neil?
They'll probably get her out.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just actually heard someone who has such a severe peanut allergy that if they go on a plane, all the passengers have to be alerted that nobody can bring any sort of peanuts, because if she's within a radius, or even if you ate something and they're next to you, she can go to.
No, stop it.
No, I heard it. She said there's like 1% cases
They
of
can't
these.
tell everybody in the plane. not to have
but the
it.
kid
now,
will
is
die.
that right?
What?
Is that fair?
Maybe it's not fair, but the kid will die if it's next to
I'm
them.
asking you now a question.
So now he can't fly?
I'm asking you to ponder.
I see. Is that fair?
Is it fair for one person? You know, like
So they can't fly?
and if I walk on, I'm allergic to ink in the pens. You know, that's it. I can't. I'm
So
the
what's
only
the,
one.
So
Who
what's the
cares?
alternative? They shouldn't fly? I mean, now the kid's 3. It might get better when they're older.
I don't know. Throw them in the ocean.
Anyways, Neil, I want to ask you. You know these crazy ISIS people. I know we want to talk about BB and all of that.
Yeah, now
but
tell me
ISIS-
about ISIS. Yeah?
So these crazy wackos, ISIS, they
Right. But
executed
they don't
20.
kid around.
They
Look at that.
executed 22 Egyptians, Christians,
Right.
and one of them spoke perfect English too. I don't even know if he was Egyptian, and they killed him
For being Christian.
for being
They chopped
Christian
their
and
heads
chopped their heads off.
Well, at least they're
So
not just persecuting
Egypt
Jews.
finally woke up. Egypt finally woke up and bombed the hell out of them. I mean, really. I mean,
You
I'm-
know
I'm-
where
I'm in-
they were hanging out in Libya.
no,
know who
that wasn't in
ruled-
Libya.
Yes.
They bombed Libya.
Yes,
Did they get
the
them?
corner of Libya.
I heard Egypt stages second wave of airstrikes after video killing.
Okay,
I think they
read
took.
more.
Where was it?
Libya.
Security officials, warplanes have staged a second wave. Yeah, airstrikes positioned an Islamic group in neighboring Libya. The officials said that the warplane struck on Monday in Darna. Maybe it is an extremist stronghold in
Right.
eastern Libya.
Yeah.
The first wave of airstrikes also targeted Darna. The airstrikes are a retaliation for extremists beheading a group of Egyptian Christian hostages on a beach,
Did they
shown on
get
an
them?
online video released Sunday night. In Libya, a security official said Darna is its suburbs and were rocked by surrounded massive explosions. Now, I don't understand this breaking update. Egyptian warplane struck Islamic. I understand Egyptian warplanes. Why aren't you talking to your Muslim clerics, stopping this? Why aren't their own Libyans allowing this? I mean, is the whole Middle East just wild? Are they a bunch of wacko
Right
crazies?
now in Libya is an upside down Wild West.
But the same thing is in
Uh,
Afghanistan.
Oh,
Same
no,
thing
no.
is in Syria.
Libya is different. It's because we got rid of Gaddafi. That's what we wanted. Some ass woke up one day and said, "Oh, Gaddafi, let's get rid of him."
And what about Iraq? We did the same
And
thing
we
with
did the same thing because it was all done under idiots' time.
Wait,
Right.
so
You
when
know,
they
and
when,
these guys are really crazy. You know, Hillary Clinton was part of this.
I
by
know
the way.
that. I know that.
You know, getting the whole Libya thing.
And
You
but
know,
honestly, we got
and
rid of.
now the place is
They-
chaotic.
What about Egypt? They got rid of the crazy in Egypt, and it's not chaotic. They have control over there.
wait, so
I'm
they
not sure what's really going on in
So they-
Egypt, but I know Syria's upside down.
Syria was always upside down. Even when
No, under
come on,
Assad.
Assad, he
no,
was
no.
killing his own people. He was threatening
But
them.
in general, he had control over things.
But
Okay.
he
You know,
tortured them.
now-
If you were bad to the state, you were killed. If you didn't follow the rules, you were killed. If you talked bad to the state, you were killed. I mean, forget freedom of religion, freedom of press. You actually had to follow their rules or you were killed. And this is
Yeah, what's
unacceptable.
it called? Sharia law.
I don't understand Sharia law. I really
You don't understand.
understand.
You have to open the Bible and
Wait,
you know,
wait,
the
wait.
Quran.
they
and
bombed
I
the place, right? They bombed a village or something.
I think they
An
bought-
area. An
Okay,
area.
but the question is, did they get the bad guys? Or did they just kill innocent people?
I guess they also
I guess
attacked
a little
one
of both.
but I guess they attacked the main training base of them as
Right.
well.
It was the training.
And they
base,
actually
right.
got a lot of them. My question to you is
But it's not going to stop anything.
Yeah.
It's going to stop
but
nothing.
where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? We keep killing them. We got rid of
We don't keep killing them.
Quaid.
They say right now there are approximately 40,000 such people that
Wow.
are willing to
They're
put their
raised like
life
that.
on the
They're
line.
raised like that.
No, and they've been recruiting. The last year, they've been recruiting. The last year alone, very heavy, very
I was
heavy.
watching a
And
television.
that's why they make all these videos, by the way.
But-
It's not for us to learn the news because people get turned on by it.
Wow.
They see, like, look, hey, these guys are serious. They can go, you know.
But my question is, I was watching a television show, and one of the shows showed a real American, homegrown, little white, Caucasian, Chinese, Japanese, American kids, nothing to do with Islam, nothing to do with the Middle East. They are actually being recruited and joining this crazy ISIS or terrorist organization.
Sense of power.
And they're going to be killing our own people. I mean, are we really
Yeah.
scared of homegrown terrorists?
Right.
Look what happened in Denmark.
Right. So this is the Justin
No,
F. Heshy show.
Denmark, no.
Yeah.
This is the Justin F. Heshy show. If you want to call in, you can reach us at 718-303-9090. If you'd like to advertise with us, you can reach us at justinfheshy@gmail.com.
But my question to you is, before you get to Denmark, I was reading an article that an Israeli citizen was barred from getting onto Kuwaiti Airlines. We save Kuwait. We go in there as Americans. When Kuwait was taken over by Iraq,
And
remember? in
Kuwait
19
is supposed to be our friend.
Our
really.
friend.
Yeah.
So not only did we save them, we go in there, we give them back the oil fields, we give them back their country, we lose our lives to save them. And all of a sudden, I mean, we, the people, this American flag of yours goes in, and do they say anything about our friend Israelis? The Israelis who defended us, who helped us, who back us, who stand and vote with us all the times. Instead, the Israeli was barred. She's suing Kuwaiti Airlines. And you know what the lawyer says? We have a right to bar anybody we want. It's our right. But I understand
it's
you.
nobody's right.
Well, do they fly? Where do they fly?
It was
to?
flying from London to
out of the area.
out
They
of
were
there. It
coming
wasn't going to Kuwait. It was a local flight going from one
Why didn't they want him?
because she had an
A
Israeli
Jew.
passport,
Yeah.
a Jew.
Wow.
Now there was another.
You see,
Wait, they let her in, but they didn't let them out?
Your
Yeah, an
peanut
Israeli
one,
cit- let me
your
get it.
peanut ban, and everybody has to be careful.
Right.
That you understand and
Right.
accept, and you somehow have empathy.
Right.
But now an Israeli adult
Right, who
with
has lived in the-
with a thing, they're afraid.
But
to
how
have
did she?
them on
Wait,
board.
wait,
An
wait. How did
Israeli-
she get into the
I'll
country
tell
then?
you, an Israeli citizen who has lived in the United States for 15 was barred from boarding a Kuwaiti Airlines flight to London. According to a news report, whatever, by the New York Daily, it was Iris Alezarov, 26, moved to the U.S. when she was 11. She holds an American green card, but her passport is Israeli. On November 1st, Alezi arrived at JFK Airport to catch a Kuwaiti flight to London. Now, they weren't flying to Kuwait. They were flying an American route from America to London. And she was barred to get on the plane only because of her passport. And it's
Who didn't allow it? London or
no, the airline, the
Which-
people, the
which airline is
stewardesses,
this?
Kuwaiti Airlines.
So they're against Jews. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not just that they're against Jews, they're against Israelis.
I see.
And the problem is Kuwait, which we freed, who should be now
They're
democratic,
supposed to be friendly.
friendly
towards us.
to us, and friendly to our allies.
Maybe it was just a flight attendant or something.
It wasn't that way. They actually barred.
It was a few people.
No, but the
Right, but
Kuwaiti,
what if they did it because they said they're afraid of security?
no, they're
concerns?
stating that they have a policy not
Right.
to let any Israelis
Right, because Israelis bring terrorists.
How did they get onto the plane to start with?
on.
Like,
She didn't get on the plane before she
she
boarded.
took a different airline there?
No, she was in America flying a New York-London route. That was the time that she had. So she bought the first open ticket she can get her hands on to London.
And London, that New York didn't let them on? Where couldn't she get on?
New York. She couldn't get on in New York, Kuwaiti Airlines in New York.
What?
Yeah,
In New York, if you have an Israeli passport, you can't fly.
to Kuwaiti Airlines.
So specifically Kuwait, we should probably avoid those airlines.
Well, of course you should avoid stupid Kuwaiti Airlines. Kuwaiti Airlines is
Wow.
Kuwait.
I don't get it. They don't care about bad publicity? Like, what are they thinking?
No, because they don't want, I guess not. I mean, Kuwaiti, and these are the people that we buy our oil from, we do business with, and they're just
And we protect.
And we protect.
actually protect them.
We have air bases there. You know what? I felt bad when they were attacked because I thought they were a more civilized, normal country.
I think they try to be. In
But you see-
general,
but this
they
is
try.
what-
Saudi
They're
Arabia,
very business.
Saudi Arabia also tries to be, and look, they give
But
in to
when
the-
did
to
this
the
order
president.
come
Saudi
down?
Arabia plays all
Plays
sides.
all sides.
Okay, but okay, they must
play
have.
all
They
sides.
must.
They are very sneaky, and the problem that I have with it is that we allow the Middle East to be a bunch of, like you said, Wild West. And if Mr. Obama,
Not only allow it, we caused a lot of it. We mix in where we don't belong. In other words, certain countries need dictatorship. It's not our job to turn them into democracies or capitalist or whatever
But
it
a
is.
dictatorship
Why is
that
it our job?
A dictatorship
Let's take care of our stuff that we got to do over here.
No,
okay?
but a dictatorship that kills its own people, a dictatorship that wipes out
They
human. They
don't kill their own people. They kill certain types of people.
No, he was
from a different tribe.
That idiot Hussein was driving down the street, raping and killing his own people. Libya, the president of Libya, was just putting people in jail and putting political prisoners in jail for 20, 30 years. The man was a wacko, killing people.
So
he was a real wacko. He was one of those who used to dress
let me ask you this.
Remember?
Okay, so if the airline did not allow her on, when was this officially said, or was it the few people there? Because the head of Kuwait Airlines would have to pass down a message to everyone, hey, we don't accept Israeli passports. But that would mean that from what time did they stop accepting Israeli passports? Like, when was the order given? No, nothing.
Probably years ago.
So then, why does nobody notice till now?
Well, I'm sure they haven't noticed about it, but
no, it could be normal people that would be flying there.
Wait a second. You have to give you have to give your passport number in when you book a flight. So how is it possible that they didn't see right away when they booked the airline? Hey, she has an Israeli passport. You can't come on. Like, they should have told her way before. And did they compensate her? Did they give her back her money? Like, there's so many questions there.
Yeah, Israelis, they always get back to the money,
right,
you know. Did they get back the money?
That's just the question.
And you know what?
Did they get an upgrade?
I was listening to this guy's...
Did they switch them at least? They should have switched the airline for her.
I never really... I've been to Israel, I don't know, minimum, I'm telling you, if not 100 times.
If not 100 times, yeah, 1,000 times.
Not 1,000, but I've been there. And I was listening to this Senator Rubio, whatever his name, Rubio. And he was on the... I saw my partner sent me the video of him. Wow, the guy gets on to the Senate floor and he's screaming. He says, this is a country that has always been behind us. They don't have a lot of gas. They don't have a lot of archaeological stuff. They don't have a bunch of anything. They are a very modernized, intellectual country. They've made it on their own. They've done it the hard way. They've backed the United States. And this is the way we treat them. We treat them that we scare them. We're not backing them. I am disappointed with President Obama, and I'm disappointed with Biden, who I like very much. I'm disappointed. I'm not upset with the job he's doing. I think I never said, I thought he was doing a decent job, but as a man, he's not even a normal man. What do you mean you're not going to this demand speech? His people are getting killed. Jews around the world are getting blown up and shot. Bibi has something to say about teaching you how to straighten your act up. Because even, a lot of the New York airlines, when they were first being terrorized and terrorists, we were getting
70s,
early the 80s too. We were getting training from the Israelis. We were going to Israel, and Israeli commandos were coming and training us and teaching us how to do airline safety and how to protect ourselves for security.
Well, we have a good defense or military relationship with Israel. It seems
right.
I mean, we Israel tries out all their new product.
Why do we give them a hard time?
They create all their new product first.
It's like having a wife. You have a wife, and you just, for no reason, you're good with her. You live with her for 25, 30 years, and you give her a hard time. Yes, I do give my woman a hard time, but that's not the point. The point is we shouldn't be doing it.
Right. The point is you're not talking about yourself now anyway.
Right.
Okay.
This is the Justin of Heshy Show. If you'd like to call in, you can reach us at 718-303-9090. I wanted to talk about what do you guys think about unions? Because I was talking to someone who's a teacher, and she's yeah. So you're not pro unions?
Not at all.
No.
So, the biggest ripoff. It's why your taxes are so high because of the union.
Bellagio wants to get rid of the union. Was
Bellagio?
that it?
Bellagio? Is that a casino?
Who's Bellagio? Yeah.
No.
De Blasio.
Oh, the mayor.
The mayor.
Okay.
I heard he wants to get rid of it, and this person was telling me that if they get rid of the union,
he can't get rid of the union. He's in debt. He owes them his tuchus.
Right.
So, but yeah, she was saying that it's bad because she's a teacher for a certain amount of years, and if they take away her tenure, she's going to start like getting less money or get fired, and she's not going to do well.
How long is she a teacher for?
11 years.
Tell her not to worry. She's in.
She's
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
She's in.
She's not going
She's
nowhere.
covered.
But why would it
She's
be a
fine.
good thing if she lost her job and the amount
Not
of money
lost
she
her
gets
job.
paid?
She gets overpaid. She's overrated. She gets a great pension, and that's the fact.
She gets overpaid?
Sure.
Teachers don't get paid that much, do they?
Sure.
So
Sure
they're
they
saying
do.
they should get paid less. The teachers
I'm
of
not
our
saying
I'm
youth.
not saying they should
A
get
good
paid
teacher,
less, but
no.
I don't think that the union should decide how much a teacher makes. I think the government should decide.
Why does it matter who's deciding, the union versus the government? Why would it
Because
matter?
the union always gets a little extra fee on the side because they have a non-profit union. You know,
Ah.
that's people
Non-profit.
got to get paid.
Okay.
By the way, I've used the line "non-profit is the best profit," and people were like, "Oh, that's such a brilliant line." I was like, "I didn't come up with
You
it.
know,
People like it."
Yeah.
We didn't use that line on the Ralph Romero show. We should have done that. Neil
Yeah.
did text it to
I
me.
did
I
text
didn't
it
pay
to you.
attention to you. They didn't let me use the phone. By the way, you can hashtag me and I will make comments. Oh, I got something.
What's that hashtag?
Hashtag
Oh,
just
the
enough Heshy. Yeah,
tic-tac-toe?
yeah, whatever it is.
So yeah, there's hashtag Just Enough Heshy. There's Facebook Just Enough Heshy. This is the Just Enough Heshy Show. And if you'd like to call in, you can reach us at 718-303-9090. Go on,
Excellent,
Neil.
SD.
No, like I want to know, like how many times are we supposed to say this? The just enough Heshy
Every
show?
time the producer mentions it, now he's now screaming in my ear. Monday and Tuesdays we're on.
From
and by
7
the way,
to 9 p.m.
we are streaming live from now on.
From now on,
from now on.
forever.
Not forever, on the YouTube. You can catch us at Just Enough Heshy on YouTube, and we are streaming live. Even if you don't hear us on the radio, you can catch us on
Right, in
YouTube.
case you missed us.
Right, you can always catch us the next day. Now, Neil, I want to tell you an interesting story. Are you ready?
I'm ready, baby.
Okay, Esty, are you listening to this?
Yes.
There was a guy, a nice older gentleman, and I think this is a racist thing they did to him. There was a door knock by on a guy's house named Bobby Love, and what happened was he dodged for 37 years. He was 37 years ago. He robbed the bank. He robbed the bank, and he got 10 years a jail
Who,
sentence.
this guy Love?
This guy Love. He wasn't.
Yeah.
His name wasn't Love. He had a different name. I'm going to tell you the name
That's a
when I
good
read it.
name. My name is Love.
He took his name was Walter Miller. The cops knocked on his
Walter
door.
Miller, how did he get to
So
Love?
what happened was is
Yeah.
he was in jail, and they let him go clean the road, and he escaped 37 years ago. He came to
How
me-
long was he in jail? for?
I don't know, maybe a couple months, a year or so.
He knew he didn't
He had
want
a
to stay
10-year
there,
sentence,
huh?
and it was a tough one. Anyway, so he gets out of jail and he escapes to New York City quietly, gets a small job, works his way up. He's 31 years old, and he marries a nice woman. And he lives with her for 37 years. He has 2 children, then another 2 sets of twins children, pays his taxes. You're right, he stole somebody's name, and he went on with his life. And for 37 years, the man was a law-abiding citizen, did nothing wrong. What happened was he had like 9 or 10 brothers and sisters. He went to one of their funerals recently. Somebody noticed it, a family member, and ratted him out, and the police came to arrest him. Now, we are so busy with our lives that they went to arrest this old 68, 69-year-old man to put him back in jail to serve another 10 years, plus escape from jail. So he gets extra maybe 4 or 5
Okay,
years.
question. If you are, let's
Now,
say,
when one of our boys from Long Island just says, yeah, you're in jail, you deserve to be punished for the rest of your life, you're going to suffer. Unacceptable. The man did his time.
this is my question though. If you were, let's say, molested, right? It takes 10, if you speak up after 10 years, then it's not counted because the 10 years are up, remember?
Is it 10 or 7 years?
It's a
Neil?
certain amount of years that you
I don't
you
even
cannot be
I think
charged.
it's 5 years. Even.
You cannot be.
No, I think child molestation is even. I wish we'd have Martin
No,
Rosenberg
it's
on the
from
show.
18 years old. I think there's a couple of years.
Right. So why
Like
can't
23 or
why can't it be
something.
like
yeah?
that? That 10 years has passed, you can't prosecute him anymore. If 10 years has gone by and he hasn't done
No,
something to
because
catch
he
him,
was indicted
He was
already.
not indicted. He was arrested
He was
and serving his time. He
Right.
escaped. So
still,
once-
it's been 10 years. Everything after 10 years should be thrown out.
But the law doesn't say that.
I'm
The
just
law
saying it'd be a
says-
good
See,
law.
Murder, I agree forever. But for
For money?
money,
How
I
much
mean,
did he get, by the way?
I don't even know. I bet you not much. A lot of these guys
$4,000 or
wasn't
something.
even for a couple of hundred. I bet you. You know, back then they were broke 37, 40 years ago. What was that? 70s?
Yeah. Every
Yeah.
time I hear someone that's going to prison,
60s,
it hurts.
Everybody was broke.
Every time what?
Yeah.
Like you hear someone going to prison, it hurts. It's like they're going to be there for a year.
It
Now,
depends what they did.
I know,
depends what
but
they
still,
did.
it's just a
Any
scary
kind
thought.
of-
It's just a scary thought that they're
Any
locked
kind
up.
of physical
But listen to
kind
this.
of
The
damage.
thought of
His
being locked up
transformation
is
into
just.
Bobby Love, devoted
It's a
dad, caring
claustrophobic
spouse.
fear. No.
Yeah.
But listen to this. Caring spouse, breadwinner, churchgoer. He was completely at odds with the criminal past. But there was no denying that the that the two men were the same, and after a tearful goodbye,
What
the
if he
cops
paid back the
didn't-
money? Would
What?
that have mattered if he
It doesn't
paid
make
back?
a difference if he paid. Musabi paid back the money. Musabi paid back the money.
Well, if he did, he shouldn't
Well,
have.
he didn't do crimes for 37 years. Obviously,
Honestly,
he changed.
He changed, and that's
And-
the whole objective of
and
prison. It's
prison,
supposed to reform
supposedly,
you and
right.
make you better and go to
Right,
parole.
but instead, here they're gonna just
Ruin him.
knock him down.
Right.
Knock
So
him down.
prison sucks, but it is a good time to catch up on reading and working out. No, they have that.
Are you
Oh
crazy,
my
Esther?
God.
Are you
I just
back
always
in the
thought there
brain?
would be a useful purpose to it.
By
For
the way,
sure, there's a useful purpose to
For a
it.
year, you could only
because
work out.
Yeah, I have an
anything in
article on
life,
that.
They tell from lemons make lemonade.
Right.
Understood, but the reality is, you can read every day if you want without going to jail.
Yes.
McDonald's lets you buy a coffee and you can sit there for 3 hours. You can go to the
By the way, there is
library.
a cop killer living in Attica.
Oh, it's very important because
And
that's my neighborhood.
And
Yeah.
Attica, and he wants cable TV, and
He gets regular TV
He gets regular because it's one of the places where they allow TV. So
in each cell.
each cell you're allowed to have your own
Wow.
television, and if the inmates vote for it, they get it. And he wanted cable TV, and they wouldn't let him have cable TV. And he's in life in prison, but he gets parole now because it was before a certain amount of time. So in 2000, he's already in jail for 30-something years. I don't
So
know.
he's coming out. So what's he complaining about? He can have all the cable he wants.
Hmm.
No, I don't understand why. Oh, now you're against prisoners having TV? Like that's too much?
No. I agree. They should have TV.
Yeah, I didn't
believe
know if
we
they should get cable. But
I
don't
know. Why not? I don't believe we should
If
be.
it costs money,
What's
well,
wrong
they
with
would
it?
have to pay for it, of
What would it
course.
cost? $25, $30 today?
No, but who would have to pay for it?
But if you have them in
Me,
prison,
the taxpayer?
we're spending $100,000 locking this guy up for the year. Another $20 will hurt you. $30 will hurt you.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know, Neil.
I don't know who's hurting who,
Maybe we shouldn't feed him only bread and water. It's enough to give him bread and water, no?
No.
Yeah, like that guy does in Arizona. Who's that? Sheriff
right.
Aponte or something?
Another winner.
He puts them in tents. He
Right.
gives them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Right.
And he tells them, oh, you don't like it?
Too
Make
bad,
sure you
right.
don't come back.
Right. Is that normal?
Yeah.
It's a prison. They put
it's
them
a-
in tents.
Yeah, he's
How could
great.
you? Why don't they escape if it's just a tent?
Because I'll shoot you
They'll
right.
shoot you there. Have you right in the middle of the
So
day.
how is that legal?
I don't know how that's legal.
Because he runs the county there, and that's
Wow.
it.
Right.
So yeah.
That's it. You don't want to do crime in his.
So let's talk about guns. Murder-free stretch
We're going to
exits.
talk about guns. How about
Yes.
the headlights, the tail light that goes out?
We will. The city's
You didn't
murder-free street.
hear that I once got a ticket for my license plate bulb being out.
No way.
Yes,
Wow.
that's what kind of system we have.
We're
here.
sick. We're very sick.
I mean, you're looking to give tickets. I mean, give me a break, Yeah, I didn't get a ticket that, like a bad, it was a ticket that I had to fix it within
Right.
a
You
certain
fixed it.
time
You
or
didn't get a
something.
penal
Right,
penalty, but it still
whatever.
goes on your.
But how stupid
still
that
goes
guy
on your
stopped
record.
me,
Right.
pulled me over, license, registration, insurance. I mean, what's the problem? I started laughing.
Wow.
I couldn't understand. I said, my what? He goes, yeah, your license plate bulbs.
Wow. I didn't even know we had bulbs by the license.
I didn't know that. That's why I thought it was a joke.
You know you're not allowed to cover your license plate even.
But
Well,
people
yeah.
do, right, with that
With the
plastic, and
so
then you can't read
the
it.
cameras can't read it. And
Right.
also they have the spray that goes on your license plate. They say it's illegal. And if you have the plastic on it, the cop can give you another ticket. I think he can
Right,
even
but
arrest
how
you.
do people do that? But they drive around with the plastic on
Right,
it.
right. And a cop, one bad, crazy wacko, just pulls you over, especially if it's a woman with a period at the time. Oh, I'm going to arrest you yet and put you through the system.
That's appropriate. I wanted to talk
Yeah,
about.
we're on adult content.
By the way,
Yeah.
there was a movie. Remember we spoke about the stupid, sick, disgusting movie,
This is the Justin of Heshy show. Just
Right.
What, the
It's
50 Shades?
The 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah,
And
how well is it doing?
I thought
huh?
that it would be, people wouldn't go to a dirty, filthy movie
I'm
like
gonna go
dirty,
s-
filthy, dirty, filthy.
I'm gonna
It's
go
not
see it.
Dirty, filthy.
Please don't go.
It's not rated
I read all the
triple
books.
X.
It's not rated
It's
triple X.
rated R.
Which, by the way, it's probably should be 17 on the rated 17. There's
That's R.
there's one worse
Well,
than
listen to
R.
this.
It should be that.
50
No,
Shades
this
of
after R is X, no?
It should be X
After
then.
R is X.
Right.
50 Shades of Grey is set to tie Wow. I don't know what it is. Gag and whip all previous box office records for President's Day weekend. In its first 3 days of domestic release, listen to this. The raunchy they're calling S&M flick racked up an estimated $81.7 million.
I love it.
Are you crazy, people?
I love it.
You have nothing better what to do with your money?
I love it.
I don't know.
This is teaching people that are very old and closed-minded. I wonder who I'm thinking of at the time.
I agree
that
with you.
there's more to life than just this way.
Neil,
okay?
do you just not listen to my opening statement on the show? You have 86,400 seconds in a day.
Right.
Do you want to waste it on a stupid movie?
Yes.
You want to waste it watching
Is it going to help? This isn't a stupid movie, even.
Oh, it's going to help me mentally.
This is going to help you have a better life.
Teach you,
Oh, wait, I read an article on this.
It's even better than a movie. You're no stupid Star Wars or Star Trek or whatever. You're not going up there, right? Whether you believe it or not. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
But at least
you're not going into the outer limits and stuff.
It's something that I don't hurt another human being.
This has nothing to do with hurting another human being.
It could get out of hand.
It could get out of hand.
It doesn't.
It couldn't, but it doesn't.
Wait, I want to tell you an article I read on this.
Percentage of people that are into it,
and I think it's
wrong.
I
think it's
not wrong. It's not bad.
Me and my partner is good.
It's none of your business. Yeah,
it's none of your business.
So you're telling me that when the people start screaming to the gay community, you have no right to be gay?
Well, I don't even understand that.
How does that connect?
I don't understand how they have a right to even say that.
So yeah,
how do you have a right to tell me I could be gay or I can't be gay?
Yeah.
So I tell me you could have coffee today, or I can't have coffee.
I'm not saying you could be gay or not gay, but you are not entitled. Not me. I don't say that. You're not entitled to the same rights as I am.
What?
What rights?
Why do you deserve more than them?
No, what rights are you speaking of?
I'm talking about the right to
what? Going to a supermarket?
Not supermarket. Maybe you have no right to get married.
Why?
Why?
Because you are.
Because the same sexes don't get married, and that's what it is.
So that's according to you, the law is the law, and they made a law man and woman, and you have no right to change the law.
No, what I don't get is the law should have nothing to do with marriage because we have nothing to. That's not a thing.
And the law,
and any two people living together should get a tax break. It shouldn't be just for married couples. If not, the gays wouldn't care so much about being married, except with a rabbi or
I would
priest.
be okay not to allow them to get married, but to have all the benefits as if they are married.
So they want it on paper.
So why not?
Whatever that means. I don't believe they should be discriminated.
Yeah, it's between them and their religion.
They happen to be whatever.
So my question to you is, why can't they just fill out wills or do their paperwork or file it? You know how you can file estates?
Yeah, but it's a lot of work for no reason. Hey, you get a marriage license. That's it. You're done.
I love how people are so great at telling other people not to sin. Let's list your sins and
it has nothing to do with sinning.
Right, no, but that's the view of the people saying something against gay people.
No, that's ridiculous.
Like, oh, marriage isn't for them. It's none of their business.
It's like these old Jews or Catholics or whomever, telling the young kid, oh, you're gonna get punished.
Okay, I did want to talk about.
Okay,
I did read an article.
Tell you don't eat this or do eat this.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about, I read an article on 50 Shades of Grey, and it was saying how it's not a love story, it's not a romantic story, it's about a guy who has power, who takes advantage of a vulnerable girl, and it kind of is like that. Yeah, it's involved, it's nothing harsh, but the truth is, she's an innocent girl, he's someone with a lot of power, and he kind of gets her into it, but it's kind of him, it's not romantic when he gets all the power.
But that's the story of the world. All men take advantage of women, and then some women who have power, especially women who have power, they take more advantage of the men.
Sure, but I'm just saying people shouldn't think it's romantic because it's kind of got a lot of not such great qualities of being kind of not abusive, but like.
Esty, that's only the movie and that's the book.
Right.
You're not understanding that the concept is not only for them. It could be someone who's married to someone for 10 years and they want to role play or whatever.
Right, that's fine. But this specific movie.
But no, I'm just saying the concept, the details never matter really, okay? It's the whole idea that there is such a thing out there. There are people that love it. There are people that hate
But
it. And that's
but
it.
there are some people that take advantage of it, Neil. And what happens is you can trick somebody into doing.
But you can do that all the time.
Right.
There are always men and women tricking each other.
But
Right? That's why they get divorced
this
3
is,
months later.
But this is like kidnapping somebody's soul and
Yeah.
making them do things. And
No.
Yes.
As soon as you want to tell me that someone over the age of 18
there are weak and gullible people.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
that's not our business.
Oh,
that's
really?
their parents' business or their own business. The law says at 18 you make decisions. Period.
I
Period.
believe the law says, and all the biblical stuff
We're
says
not
23,
into what
24.
the biblical. What biblical are you talking about? It says 23. It says 13, I think.
I don't think it says that. I
biblical.
think it says 23, 24. You're allowed to have control.
How'd you add 10 years
That's
to
the
it?
way it works. And after 23, 24, you got to let them fly on their own.
So yeah. Anyways, this is the Just Enough Heshy show. If you
I
want to,
hear that again, man. What is it?
How
Just
will people-
enough?
I love her.
how will
It's not
people
enough.
know?
There's never enough.
Okay,
There's
this is
never
the Never Enough. No, this is the Just Enough Heshy show. You can call in at 718-303-9090 with any sort of comments, questions. Go on, Heshy.
Anyways, I want people to know before we come to the commercial and station identification, you should go to your doctors, especially in the weather we're in today, or do stuff to keep you healthy, especially if you have Obamacare. There was an 11-year-old. There was an 11-year-old girl. She was undergoing a routine teeth cleaning, okay, in Edmond, Oklahoma. And she went to her dental hygienist, and this lady, Rachel Strobel, thought that the child's eyes looked yellowish. And Strobel sent the kid to another doctor who found a grapefruit-sized tumor in her liver and pancreas. The tumor was removed, and the doctors were told for life-saving. Go check yourselves out. Go look at yourselves every year. If you're over 50 years old, go do yourself, what's it called again, a colonoscopy.
So you're gonna go, Heshy?
I'm going to go. Yeah, I didn't go in 2 years. I should go. It's a very important thing. And you should go take care of yourselves because it's stupid over a little thing that you don't handle it. You will die. Again, I told you.
I got to be honest with you. I pushed off the colonoscopy, and I finally did it about a couple of months ago.
Very good, boy.
I don't know why anyone would push it off. You don't feel a thing.
And it takes what?
They knock you out, and that's it. You wake up, and you're done.
And you get a good
it.
sleep out of it.
I'm saying, right, I'm finished. That's it. The whole thing, there's no fear. In other words, nothing should scare you about it.
Right.
You know, you really don't end up feeling, and afterwards you're not sore, you're not this, nothing.
I hear women don't do this, or women are starting to do it.
Sure,
right.
why not? Especially if there's a family history of any type of cancers. It's very
I
important.
hate cancer.
Well, we all do, sweetheart. We all do. We all do.
Mammograms and
So yeah,
stuff
I just
like
wanted to
that.
say, Google is the greatest invention out there. So yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So I think so. And there
And 1
was
minute is Jed. Why is that?
I wanted to say a quote. In the age of knowledge, ignorance is a choice. Anytime I'm thinking, how was the internet created? Boom, you just look it up. Oh, how is cheese? Is there really such a thing as green cheese? You look it up, and everything is right at your tips. Any question you have for a second, you can find out that information. And I think that's amazing because I have so many questions. Imagine they can never be answered. I would hate that. So yeah, I just think Google is great.
Okay.
But could we also understand that Google
Gives us too much information?
no, but it could be it accepts information from people that don't know certain things and they write as if they know it.
Right.
In other words, you have to be able to take the good, the bad out of it.
I don't know how
good,
Google
you know.
gets so much information.
It's
I
amazing.
know.
They know everything.
I always
Everything.
wondered, how did the
It's
guy...
crazy. It's crazy.
In other words, they know I'm here right now.
Right.
Okay, that's because my phone and location, whatever, they know I'm here.
It's crazy. You can type in your name and they know everything
And they
about
could, and for sure the
And you're a
government
little
is
number.
listening to us.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
we believe
Of course.
that for
Right.
years
We know
already.
that, yeah.
I never used to believe him on it. Now I believe
Right.
him.
Yeah.
I used to
Not
laugh
tomorrow.
Neil all the time. Yeah, you're in your house, you have a video camera and you turn
I
it up.
used to make him crazy.
Yeah, I told them that they're listening to us.
Right. He used to always tell me, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. And I would laugh at it.
You know, parents out there today, you guys don't understand. There are ways to watch your children. You can always put a little recording in your kids' telephones to listen what goes on in school and track things. You know, I told my kids when they were younger.
And those cameras and stuff that they put all over.
But I told my kids when they were younger, don't go to school to fight. If somebody hits you, don't care, don't fight back. And I remember my kid came home once and, I'm a little girl, I'm a coward. You're not a coward. There was a song by some guy, Coward of the County. You're not a coward. Of course you have to fight back. Of course you have to defend yourself at certain times. But most of the time, try to walk away. I myself don't listen to my own advice many times.
Because it's not good advice. I remember my son today tells me that he's very happy that before he went to camp when he was a kid, I told him one thing. I said, the first guy that starts up with you, you beat the living crap out of him.
But that's wrong.
And you'll have a good summer.
Okay.
And you know what? It was true.
I disagree.
It was true.
I disagree with you.
Nobody bothered him the rest of the summer.
You walk away from violence. You show that you're not violent.
How do you support violence?
You have to, because I'm
sometimes
supporting
in a boys' school.
You have to protect yourself, not supporting violence. Why should I be tortured and suffer because I don't want to take care of it now?
Right.
One shot.
Anyways,
done.
718-303-9090. You are listening to the Just Enough Heshy Show. We'll be taking calls after the top of the hour.
Who's
Monday
that,
and
Quality Leasing?
Oh, we're going to get to that. I know you're very upset about that.
Quality.
Before we get attacking about somebody else, give us the people we do like for the show, SD.
Wow, what a bunch of
Monday
people.
and Tuesday night, 7 to 9 p.m. And you can catch us streaming on YouTube and have a good laugh. Give us a call. Tell us a joke. Facebook, Just Enough Heshy.
You're taking away my job.
I'm sorry, SD.
Okay, fine. You can reach us at Just Enough Heshy on Facebook. Hashtag Just Enough Heshy on Twitter. And you can advertise with us or just shoot us an email at justenoughheshy@gmail.com. We're also live on YouTube. You can just put into YouTube Just Enough Heshy and it'll come up.
By
the
way,
one.
I didn't mention the what was it? Not the hashtag, but what was it?
No, we did all
Facebook.
of them. No, I mentioned that.
Okay.
Instagram.
So this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. We're on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. You can reach us now at 718-303-9090. So their first advertiser is Le Buffet.
Le Buffet.
Located on 55th and 17th Avenue. You can't miss it.
Esty likes it now.
Yeah, they do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and catering. You can call
she
them.
only got a sandwich. She didn't get the potatoes.
I don't eat potatoes. Sorry.
You're so smart. You're so
I just
smart.
feel like potatoes
is one of the worst foods
right?
in
It
the
has
world.
no nutritional value.
No, but it damages people.
I don't eat it.
Actually one of the worst foods. But monetarily, restaurants love it.
Yeah, it
because
tastes good.
a potato,
it's cheap.
you buy a 5-pound bag. What is it? $1.30 or something?
Yeah, you fry it up and serve it for double.
Double,
Triple.
you're making 100 times the amount. Every potato's on the order of fries. You got 8-10 potatoes in there.
Right. So you can call them.
In the city, I'm sorry to interrupt, Esty. Really, I am. But in the city, there's a store that sells only fries in all different dimensions.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it years ago, 10 years ago.
Oh, they also have a candy store that sells every type of candy from here to from back in the day.
We're going to station identification in a minute, Esty. So finish up.
Okay.
There you can call them for catering at 718-438-7612. We have the Black Label e-cigarettes. You can go to blpremiumesig.com or call Mikey at 561-239-5941. We have Gotham One Solutions, asbestos and lead abatement. You can call Joel at 917-577-2867. We have
caters to managers, landlords.
We have Green Line Building Consultants.
Right.
You can reach them.
By the way, Green Line also does the investigations. We do the reports for you, and then we recommend you to him. Go ahead.
So you can reach them at 718-871-0382, and you can keep going.
And Green Line will just help you with your violations, your plans, your permits, your advice, free consultations.
Or when you add additions to your home.
Especially when you add additions or you remove stuff.
Or a bridge.
Or you want to change
or a deck.
Or you have a bridge. I like that, Neil. Very smart. Mm-hmm. Anyways, before we go to station notification, I would like to give my mid-show quote before Esty's going to open up with our horoscope part of the show. My thing is, it's called opinions. and Neil, this is very important because we talked about it in a sense. Don't let someone else's opinion of you become your reality. The turning point in the process of growing up is when you discover the core strength of within you that survives all hurt. So guys, sure, we're going to hurt you. We're going to come after you. Don't care. Know who you are. Change if you want to change. Try your best, whatever you can. Please stay tuned. We'll be back in in a minute or two. Stay tuned. Thank you for listening to the Just Enough Heshy Show. We'll be back in about a minute or two. Are we still on there? Hello. Yeah, one second. I'm on the air, mommy. I gotta get off the air. I'm on the phone, everybody, with my mother. I gotta get off your mommy. I gotta get off the phone with you. My mother's calling the show, and the producer's trying to hang it up. My mother. Thank you for calling. My mother just called in. Why aren't you people calling into 718-303-9090 to Just Enough Heshy Show? Welcome back from our station identification, and we are going to do something, but I have an interesting story for you, Esther, because I was told that wasn't so funny, so I found a funny story.
Okay.
Wasting bacon, which we don't eat, isn't a crime in Framingham, Massachusetts.
What did you say?
Framingham.
Bacon.
No, what about bacon?
Wasting bacon
Is not a crime?
No.
When was it?
Right.
Listen to the whole story. I
Okay.
told you it's going to be a funny story.
Go ahead.
Lindsay McNamara made headlines on December 26th when she was caught on video hurling, that means throwing, bacon and sausages into a police station, saying, "It's time to feed the piggies."
And she didn't get arrested?
Wait, no, I didn't finish the story. She was booked for malicious destruction of property. Anyway, but a judge tossed the charges out, saying cops failed to show any actual damage. She did have to pay $150 for disorderly conduct. Now you tell me that's not the way to stop
Boy,
the show.
Thanks.
some tough woman. Huh?
I like that.
What did they do to her that she got so
Right,
mad?
I
right.
don't know, but what do we? They must have pulled you over for a broken tail light.
Right.
Okay.
They're crazy. Where was this, by the way?
Framingham, Massachusetts.
Wow.
Is that what it is?
And that's a liberal
Washington.
place.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Framingham.
That's the canyon.
So she
right?
thought, hey, I live in Framingham. Let's throw ham.
But that you see, so
funny.
where's the producer? I wasn't funny. Am I funny now, boys?
Oh,
Very
you're the
funny.
funniest. Where's what's his name?
We
Jeffrey.
forgot his name. Jeff.
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 Where are you?
Yes, what's up?
Jeff, call in.
Call in, Jeff. Tell us a joke, please.
Come on, spend the quarter, Jeff.
303-9090. You can get us at JustEnoughHeshy.com. Esty, where else can they find us?
At Just Enough Heshy on Facebook, hashtag Just Enough Heshy on Twitter,
I have to check the hashtag out and see if there's anything interesting.
and Just Enough Heshy at gmail.com. We're on Mondays and Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m.
You know, we didn't talk about Operation Clean Sweep at all, Neil. I brought it up with Ralph Romero.
I wanted to
Romano.
talk about that actually.
Yeah, and what did he say?
And he thought it was an interesting idea. I told him that we are going to go crazy.
Was he down?
He was down with it.
Was he down to let you know easily that it's extremely complicated? And
Okay, so
very-
explain
go
again.
ahead.
What is Operation Clean Sweep?
Well, go ahead, Neil. I've been talking to you about it for years. I mean, do you have any different ideas on how I should run that operation?
I figured out that if you would run that operation, you would need about $700-800 million, and that's just for New York.
Wow.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was just wanting to put the kids on the
because you
ballot.
want to take guys like Chuck Schumer, You want to get rid of all these guys.
Yeah.
You want a really clean sweep,
Right.
so that whoever comes in, they work together under the clean sweep banner.
Right. You know
That's what you want.
You know who's investigating Shelley Silver? His
Who?
own cronies, his own
Right.
people. Unacceptable.
Right.
Right. So
Why do we want a special prosecutor?
Not a special prosecutor. Why don't we go to outside regular people? Say, listen,
Who's regular people?
people from every borough, every community, who wants to go and research this? The private citizens, and we have the private citizens do it.
Okay.
No, come on. What's a special prosecutor?
So right. So
But everything's political, so you know it's
right,
corrupt.
Right.
That's all.
And even if they go after and get him, they'll go crazy on it.
okay, I just want to say one thing. There
By
is
the way, I broke my watch.
so
and
not
they-
relevant
and they-
right
and-
now.
And she buys me a new watch.
It's not a
A
Movano.
Seiko. It's not a Movado. So I'm not wearing a Movado. I'm not happy with it. It's a Seiko.
I thought your watch was getting
Well,
Is
fixed.
Seiko any good?
Yeah, when I was young, I loved to
I
say.
thought your
did?
watch was
I
getting
really did.
fixed.
Actually.
Heshy.
She spent like $180 on this.
Heshy.
Okay, that's her problem.
She got ripped
You
off,
know,
right? And
I
you
don't
told
know.
her. I told her she's getting ripped off. No, I got a deal. I said, just because the idiot behind the counter told you 15%, it's not a discount, baby.
So yeah, what happened? I thought
You
your
gotta
watch
go
was
to
getting
Century
fixed.
21.
Century 21. That's why I think
They
she
have
bought that
watches
really.
there. They have good
She
deals.
took my
by the way.
Movado into fix, but they're conning us over there as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to say one thing I realized that
Are,
there was,
you going to do the horoscopes afterwards?
yes, there is no way there is no way for our government to ever not be corrupt while we can still get funds from other people for the campaign, because as soon as you have someone else funding your campaign, they own you. Money owns you. So unless the government gives a certain amount of money for each person to campaign and it's not funded by private people, there is no way it
So
cannot be corrupt.
I have a
Can you
problem.
imagine?
Here's a-
Everybody rings the bell
Right.
of Washington.
Right.
I'm running for senator.
Right.
Okay. We give you, how much do you want to give everybody that runs?
Right.
You know, they can choose who runs, but as you don't get
What
it.
do you mean
It's
they
not.
choose? Who's they choose? They
You know-
can't choose who
Why
runs.
could they choose?
Okay, let's say 10 people go. They should just like mix it up and say these 3 people can run. We'll pay for your campaign.
You're going to have tens of thousands of people
Right.
coming.
Right.
Okay, so the alternative is to let people run your campaign and
Mm-hmm.
owe them, and that's how we get corrupt. There is no way there will not be corruption when you owe someone. You're in power, you owe someone, you have no choice.
We understand that. We
So
understand
there is.
that. and
I
therefore
believe
the
there's a
system is
system.
corrupt.
I believe there's a system.
Yeah, what, communism, dictatorship? What?
No,
Which one do you
that
want?
it should be that nobody's like Esty said, nobody's allowed to spend money. Now, how are you going to get your name out? And how are you going to get your advertising out? Today,
Nobody's allowed to spend money.
You have to
know how
get
many people
signatures.
Go broke
so
if they don't work on campaigns.
so that's my point.
They
to you.
work on campaigns
Right,
year
those
in, year out.
those 2 months or that there are 3 months of campaign support people's lifetimes. There are
What are you talking? The day a man gets elected, he starts his next election run.
So I
already.
believe that today with the internet and with the web, all you have to do is, in the olden days, I understand there was trains and you couldn't get your name out in the newspaper, so you had to advertise. But today with the web and all this other stuff, all you have to do is get yourself on the ballot,
Right.
get yourself a bunch of signatures, go
Wait a
door to
second. You're
door.
saying 10,000 people are going to go to the White House wanting funding, but they all have signatures.
Well,
You have to have enough
I think
signatures to
I
run.
You
think-
have to
I
give
think-
them money so
I
they
think
can
New
go
York
get
State.
signatures.
I think New York State is the only
No.
one that needed signatures. Other
Everybody.
no. I think in other states, all you need to do is get on the ballot, pay a fee, and that's it.
So yeah, that fee you should
You
have to
should
pay
look
for.
that up.
I should
I
look-
can't believe that.
I don't know. So that's what I heard. Something
Because
I
people
don't.
would be running like crazy.
We should be asking our producer. Can you find out about that if that's true or not?
What? Okay.
I heard we can't. So let's find that out, anyways.
So I'm just saying that the corruption will never stop while you owe someone.
I got a text from Lib Buffet. I think we're saying it wrong. Lib Buffet.
Le Buffet.
Lib Buffet.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't like I was saying it?
I think he
Oh,
doesn't
yeah?
like the way you say it, Neil.
He doesn't like Le Buffet.
Lib Buffet.
Le Buffet. Yeah, tell him I'm waiting for my breakfast.
Right, so
Where's
he's
my
asking
coffee?
again, Esty. He's asking again. Was the price reasonable?
Oh yeah, very reasonable. I was thinking, oh, I have so little money on me. How am I going to pay for it? And then it was like under $10. I was like, oh, phew.
And
Had a
Under
$10 bill.
$10 for breakfast?
no, it was like $7. No,
I said
For the tea?
No, I said under $10.
I
But
know how
what
much
did you
like
get? You got
cakes.
eggs,
I got
right?
an egg sandwich and I got a coffee.
A plain coffee?
No, latte, iced latte.
I told. Was there an ice latte in the winter? Are you whacked?
I can't drink hot. I drink cold
so,
always.
I was so bitter cold. I stole my second set of keys from the house.
You don't steal.
I borrowed the second. I put the car on because I was scared the car gets ripped off. Because if you leave the car with the keys in there with these new keys, so I locked the doors. I had a second set. I let the car run for 30 minutes, and still it wasn't boiling hot.
Wait, I have a question. Do you not eat?
Yes, I can just imagine that it was probably 89 degrees in there. It was 90, and you were freaking out.
I was shit, and I had my earmuffs on, my gloves, this crazy knitted hat that I got, scarf, sweater, 2 pairs of socks. I wanted to put on one of those thermal underwears, but I don't like it.
Wait, so Cassie,
I gotta tell you, when you're really freezing, it really works.
It works.
Yeah.
I know.
It really works.
But if you go to Le Buffet,
I remember in the old days,
for a nice hot latte,
you're good for the whole day.
Are you one of so are you one of those people?
I know. I used to make fun of the old men with the thermals. I swore I would never wear a thermal in my life.
Right. And now we understand they weren't so stupid.
They weren't so stupid. They were so great. It actually keeps you warm.
Right.
So so hold on. So am I supposed to believe that you don't eat soup in the summer and you don't eat ice cream in the winter, like food for seasons?
It's stupid. Why would I eat ice cream in the winter? You're right. Every once in a while in the house.
And so what about soup? Will you eat soup in the summer or it's too hot?
I'll have a nice soup in the summer.
Okay, so then why
wouldn't I have soup in the first? I'm cold in the summer too, by the way. I'm cold in the summer. So
you're cold in the summer.
I'm cold in the summer, especially when they blast the air conditioner in the house. I'm bitter freezing.
Right, I'm telling you, the guy, man.
Okay, let's take one phone call before I say the hard stuff.
Go ahead.
Anyways, you're listening to the Just Enough Heshy Show. We're on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9. We're on 7 to 9 p.m. Monday and Tuesday. You can call in at 718-303-9090. Hello, you're on the air with Heshy, Uncle Heshy.
Yes, I have a comment. Number one, that by the Goyim Lahazdu, they celebrate Valentine's Day, which was last week Thursday, that comes from Saint Valentine, which means that the boyfriend or the husband buys a gift for the wife.
Yes.
So since your watch broke, he said his watch broke. It's not about it, but his watch broke. I think that the Jewish people, as we go against the Goyim, then the wife should buy something for the husband.
I agree, and she actually bought me a watch for I didn't buy her anything, not one thing. I didn't even get flowers.
You're horrible.
Not that I believe that Saint Valentine or whatever it is. I believe it's just foolish to buy stupid presents every other day for the wife. You know, you have the birthday
every other day, like once a year. Like, what are you crazy?
Like, yeah, you can't afford $5 for flowers.
I like you, caller, but you know what? The truth of the matter is, this is America. We want to try to make our fellow companions, our fellow citizens happy. And if they come up with any stupid holiday, whatever it's called, Christmas, Hanukkah, Purim, Passover, buy somebody a gift just to make them happy. Hey, I know it's pushing the economy as well, but I'm into it. You know, I was I happy? I'm like an idiot. I screamed at her, why did you buy me a watch? But the truth of the matter is I am happy I got a watch.
Oh, Linda, did you hear that?
I just think
Let me interrupt you. You said stupid holidays. How many days a week do you work? Usually 7.
I usually work 6 days a week. Yeah, I even work 7 days.
Absolutely not. You work 7 days a week. What are you working for?
I'm working for my soul, for God.
Absolutely not. You're working for your wife and kids.
I'm
not him. A lot of people. Not Uncle Heshy.
No, not me. The kids are working for me. Okay.
I just find it funny. He says, "Oh, we shouldn't. Jews aren't supposed to be like the non-Jews. So because the husbands give to the wives should give to the husbands." It's really funny, but I'd rather get flowers.
What would flowers do for you? I don't understand. Caller,
wait.
I want to ask the caller. Do you ever buy your wife flowers?
Actually, I don't. I never buy your own flowers. I do give her the money.
I like that's
ouch. You know,
Why is it ouch? Why do I have to buy pink flowers or rose flowers? And she's gonna say no. Today I'm in the mood for white flowers.
Maybe you should.
Why don't you take the effing money and leave me the heck alone.
Wow.
Wait,
Wow.
first off, it's
You
the
sound like you're in love.
yeah.
My love. I'm showing my love for hate. What are you talking about?
It's the thought that counts. So you get her favorite flower, which probably doesn't change, and it's just really thoughtful. And I'm sorry, I think every girl deserves flowers. You know.
You're 100% right. That's why I'm giving you money.
Oh, it's
to buy
not the same.
flowers.
Yeah, you know what it's like? It's like when business people are like, they tell their secretary, oh, get my girlfriend some gift, make sure it's good. Oh, I'm sure she really appreciates it because he thought of all by himself to ask his secretary. I feel like it's not.
That's usually what I do when I go for vacation. I don't go to vacation. I go to my secretary. Order me somewhere vacation which what my wife will enjoy.
Oh God,
Well,
you know what?
Does your wife appreciate
No,
this?
I don't know. Some of it he's right.
He's
Some
right.
of it
He's right.
okay,
Why not?
You know?
I'm sorry. If my husband asked someone else to buy a gift or made me buy my own gift, I would feel so humiliated.
No, but here he knows his wife, and he knows that she might be hard to please, and this way it
Right.
pleases him
You
and it
don't
pleases
go to
us.
somebody else. Is this a nice gift to buy? Do you have any ideas? And people run out after ideas after 24, 25, 27 years. You're not married yet.
Always
so big deal.
jewelry.
Always.
Always jewelry.
I hate
Gold
jewelry. I hate jewelry.
Why? It's too expensive.
Nobody wears all of it. How much jewelry can you wear?
A
Every
lot.
day
But it's a
another-
good inheritance,
I have-
you know. It's because it stays around.
I have at least 100 pairs of earrings, straight up.
100
I
pairs of
wear
earrings.
different ones every day. Yes, different
That's
ones match
exactly
my
my
outfit.
point. That's exactly my point. There's a lot of women that every day they like a different color, which means the day that they have the period, they're like brown flowers. The day that they're in a good mood, they're like white flowers.
I'm sorry, flowers are always
I
good.
don't know.
We're
I'm
not
happy.
picky.
I'm happy with a nice white, clean shirt ironed, a nice pair of black pants, something's a blue shirt, and a different kind of watch. Which now I have two different kinds of watches. Or three. I have one watch hidden in the safe for the last 24 years. I think I took it out twice. So
I'm sorry. If you buy her flowers, I'm pretty sure she's not going to
I
say,
do,
"Oh,
but I
those
happens to
flowers."
be
Do you mind I'm talking?
sometimes on the. I do mind. I'm interrupting
Well,
you.
too bad on you.
Why?
Because you don't get to
I'm
interrupt me.
older than you.
I don't really care.
What do you mean you don't care? You told me.
Oh, come on, stop fighting.
Yeah.
Stop fighting. You're not
I'm
married.
just
Stop
saying-
fighting.
I love Esty, but
I'm
you know
just-
she
I
was
know
supposed
you
to
love
come.
her, but you're not married.
Are you
to
going to
her.
come over to me this weekend to the table?
Maybe.
Good girl.
I'm just
For what?
saying.
For lunch?
Yeah, and dinner. She can come. How was your
I'm just
weekend, by the
saying.
way, Esty?
I'll tell you in a minute. I'm just saying that if you get flowers for her, I doubt she'll be like, "Oh, this is the wrong color." And if she does, that's kind of not fair on her part. You should be like, "I thought of you. I bought you flowers. You know, just say thank you," because she doesn't have the right to say, "Oh, I don't like the color," because it's the thought that counts.
I don't know. This guy sounds
What
like
do you
he
mean you don't have
wants
to like-
control money. This guy sounds like he's a controller of money.
I don't understand. What do you mean she doesn't have the right? Don't you believe in the equal right between boys and girls?
So what? No, so
America-
someone who
I
gets you a
agree,
gift.
100%. I do agree. Well, not really equal. We should be. Women are not as smart,
Right,
so
right.
you can give them the equal rights, but they mess up.
Okay, if somebody, let's say your friend gives you a gift, right, and you have already two of it, what are you gonna say? Oh, I already have this gift. No, you're gonna say thank you. I appreciate it, whether you appreciate it or not.
Absolutely not. When I give a gift to my friend for a wedding or whatever, I also give the receipt. If you want to exchange it, help yourself.
Are you very picky? Is that what it is?
That's
You're very
very
picky
nice.
with your
I like
gifts?
that idea. That's a very good
I
idea.
don't know. Give them receipt.
Right, but they're gonna know how much you spent on them.
No, they
I don't care.
He
The idea
doesn't
is
care.
not how much you spend. The idea is that you give a gift.
That's true. The idea is
Alright.
to give a gift. So the
You're
same
a
thing with
good
your
man,
wife.
caller. Thank you so much. Calling.
One more comment.
Go ahead.
You said Esther, you said that you won't like potatoes. I wonder on your martini, what do you drink? Martini is mixed with a little vodka. When you order a rosemary, it's mixed with vodka.
And
A
it's
white
made-
Russian is mixed with vodka.
And it's-
Every occasion you drink vodka.
And
If
it's
you don't like potatoes,
it's
how
made
do you
out of
drink
potatoes?
vodka? Yes.
I did not know that. Wow, great. Now I'm gonna not drink
Well,
vodka
But not all
ever.
vodka is made out of potatoes.
That's crazy because you're going Shabbos for the meal by what? By him, what do you call it?
Uncle Heshy.
Yeah, and he's drinking vodka all day long.
No. We have no vodka, but it's Blue Label.
Oh yeah, you see?
You see?
Wow.
You know, in prison, they make their own vodka.
Yes,
They
yes.
wait till those stinky potatoes. It reeks up the
Wow.
place, right?
Great. Now I can never drink vodka again because I know
Alright,
this.
Thank you for the call,
Thank you for
caller.
the
We
call.
appreciate it. ST, time to tell us the horoscope, and it was just like you said, Valentine's Day. So
Valentine's Day was Saturday, no? Why did you
So,
say
yeah,
Thursday?
Thursday.
let
I think
me-
I guess it's Thursday. We could do the horoscope
I guess
later.
for
Do
him it
whatever
was
you want.
Thursday.
Right.
For Saturday,
I guess
it
you
made
have
no
to pay
difference.
you have to buy the
Okay,
flowers Thursday.
let's take another caller.
Okay.
Hello, you're on the air with Uncle Heshy.
Here I am.
Norman.
Oh.
Norman.
Listen, I just want to tell you, first of all, it's the Ralph Romeo show.
Ralph Esty, I told you Romeo. You said Romano.
So,
It's
no, well,
Estes' fault.
she might be thinking of Ray Romano from.
Yeah, because I know who he is.
Yeah. Second of all,
By the way, did you listen to our show, Norman?
no, it wasn't broadcast when it was supposed to be.
Right.
But
I told you.
You're going to be on tonight.
Oh,
At
we
1
are?
o'clock. Yeah, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
No,
No, I'm gonna listen.
of course, but you know it was on.
Why are you up so late?
Our producer posted it on YouTube. You could have
Yeah,
watched it on
I
YouTube.
know. But anyway, you got a tremendous amount of positive reaction from his show.
Oh, very good. That people like us. I'm hoping people like us here too on our own show. But
Yeah.
And he also had me on his show the night before.
I know.
Yeah.
What did you
Yeah.
talk to him about?
I talked to him about the wonders of marijuana,
Nice.
Oh, right.
and I
heard that.
talked to yes, and different political issues. I wanted to tell Esty that the more information you have, you are going to be very dangerous to evildoers.
That's true. I just got to get a lot more.
That's right, because you're young, and the more information you get, and I don't know how you could let Heshy say that men are smarter than
They're
women.
not. That's fine. You see, I don't have to prove anything. I
That's
don't
right.
say women are smarter because I already know it. He has to prove
That's-
men are smarter
yeah,
because he
yeah,
feels
okay.
dumb.
So here,
So he has to
listen,
yell it, you know?
You just
Oh,
watch when I open up my club, Corva Norman.
That's just
Yeah,
going
You're
to
going
show
to see
what
the
more
women
idiot.
are going to stand online and say, I am a Corva, begging to get in.
Yeah, maybe. You're still going to be dumber than them.
Yeah,
It's not going to
no-
change
you know what?
anything.
Well, they are going to be smarter because I'm going to give them a free
What's
drink.
wrong? What's wrong? Why are we banging on Heshy? here?
Right.
What's going on
Norman,
here?
what's wrong with me today? They're all
What's
after me.
wrong?
No,
The producer
listen.
is screaming in my ear. I'm not funny.
Uncle Heshy. Oh, come on.
I'm sorry.
Uncle Heshy's
I'm
the
gonna give
man.
you- listen, I'm going to give you a good example of what a woman did that the men couldn't do. During World War II, in British intelligence, they had aerial surveillance of different parts of occupied Europe. And there were photographs coming out of certain areas, and they couldn't figure out what they were photographs of. And all the intelligent men that were looking at these photographs thought it was some kind of ramp or something, and they just let it slide by. But this one beautiful, intelligent woman figured out what it was, and it was the silos for the V-1 rockets. And because of her, we probably won World War II, because all those silos were bombed, and they weren't able to use the V-1 rocket on Britain.
Women
Well,
have a
I never
purpose.
said women are not good. I mean, we've had many
She
good
was
women.
smarter than all those men.
We've had Queen Esther. I mean, she was pretty good.
Boy, you're going back far.
Right, we
Find
had
a woman.
Ruth,
My
the
God.
Yeah, you
grandmother or great grandmother of
Oh,
King
Look how
David.
far back this guy's
Right.
going.
No,
Come on, Uncle
I've
Ed.
got a couple of local
You didn't
ones.
like
How about
Margaret
it?
Thatcher?
I did not like
No,
Margaret
Margaret
Thatcher. She was a
Thatcher was
wacko. If you
Hey,
think
listen, how about
Obama's
Eleanor
bad.
Roosevelt?
Eleanor Roosevelt was cool. I just thought she was a bubblehead.
Now, Bubblehead, well, listen, because of her, she showed all the poverty in the United States.
I mean,
And
there's a lot of good women who did. You know, who was the lady who started the Red Cross there? There was a lady, the first nurse. What's her
I
name?
Myra
think-
Barton?
Barton,
Right.
that's it.
She was a wonderful lady. I'm not saying she was too bright, but she was wonderful. Well, Esty, that was,
What is
what minute,
What
that
was
was-
in it here?
One minute.
I'm blown
I'm
over.
glad, Esty. Where did you get? You are very good, Esty.
Wow.
I did. Wow. I apologize to you. You are great.
You
read-
are knowledgeable.
I read the book. I
Oh,
read.
wow.
I am not
Hey,
making.
why don't you
She
buy
is
her a bunch of
hot.
flowers?
No,
Wow.
no. She has a flower in the hair already.
She's
no.
great.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
look at
information,
this.
just
I
not-
love it. I
Just
love
not
it.
politics. I know a little history.
Oh, good.
Hey, listen, Esty, I could mentor you.
Yeah?
And you'll, oh yeah, listen, first of all, I told Abe, anytime you want, he'll give you my phone number.
and I don't live too far from you. I can meet you in a cafe.
Anyways, we Norman.
One minute here.
No.
That's why Esty really needs a mentor.
No, my job is to protect
for sure she needs a mentor.
Yeah. Hey, listen, yes,
we can all use mentors, but she's young enough to be molded.
You really are, Esty. There was some other things I wanted to talk about, but I forgot. So,
no problem. No, but it's too much marijuana.
Oh yeah, you know what? Listen. I'm going to compare the information you give to people. Because it's so screwed up about marijuana. You tell the farthest thing from the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, because he believes the propaganda from the government.
So I had a friend of mine. I had a friend of mine over the weekend text me. You never use marijuana. I know you use marijuana. I said,
no, you never did. I could tell by the way you talk. And here's my analogy about the nonsense and that you say about marijuana. When I was a little boy, my mother and a friend took me to the park. I lived in a poor neighborhood, and I must have been about 6 years old. And they had a sprinkler because it was really hot, so you went in this like circle with a little.
Yeah, I did that too.
Okay, so my mother took off my pants, and I had these little white shorts, and I'm enjoying the sprinkler with all the other kids, but I happened to stick my hand down into my shorts. And for some reason, I was having a good time. I was only 6 years old. But all of a sudden, my mother's friend started screaming, Norman, don't do that. You'll go blind.
Okay, Norman.
And I screamed at her, but can't I do it till I need glasses?
Okay, Norman. That was a bad joke. Your time is up tonight, Norman. We love you so much.
Come on. He's on a roll.
No, he's on a roll. Norman,
he's on a roll.
You are
listen,
wonderful.
You know,
thanks for calling in.
Heshy, listen. I really love you. But as far as pot goes, you really don't know what you're talking about. And it upsets me because you're giving misinformation on something that is very, very beneficial.
No, you see, Norman, I want you to be clear at something. I am not giving misinformation. What I'm telling you, wait. No, you're making a mistake. I'm giving information of what I believe in my heart to be true.
Yeah, I don't
care. That doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean anything. Norman, it doesn't mean anything. I believe, Norman, then you didn't listen to the opening credits of my show. 86,400 seconds a day you are given. You're not giving it to blow it on pot or drugs or drinking.
Who says?
I say, use that time because it's going to be taken away from you.
Hesh, when the truth is found to be lies, all within you dies. And what I'm telling you is you don't know what you're talking about. And any time you feel like getting turned on and seeing what it's like to go from a black and white TV to a color TV, then you'll understand. But you just don't get it.
Listen, not yet. I'm scared of it.
And listen, I know you're afraid of it because so was I. I was terrified. I said, what are my friends doing? Now they're going to become drug addicts. It was all nonsense.
Oh, this is so funny.
And the other thing, Hesh, is that every time you bring up things like a gay person shouldn't have the same rights as other people.
No. I disagree with that. I only said that because
listen, no matter what, your business is not to be in their business.
You're right. You're right. If anybody took that out of context, I believe that everybody has a right to do whatever they want. I was just giving the other side, the devil's advocate side. I'm sorry, Norman. Thank you for reminding me. I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Listen, when I was driving my car once, I got pulled over by a cop. I said, what are you stopping me for? He says, you're so ugly, I got to give you a ticket.
Good night, we got to take another caller. Good night, baby. I love you. Bye-bye.
So, yeah.
You're listening to the Just Enough Heshy Show. Push the button.
Yeah, you can reach us at 718-303-9090. Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah, Heshy.
Yeah.
I have to agree with you 100%. I mean, Norman is the perfect example of why you should just say no.
Why is he the perfect example?
Oh, please.
He's the poster child. He's the poster child for why you shouldn't do drugs.
You know what?
Marijuana is not a drug.
You can insult me, and I have no problem as long as people don't do marijuana, as long as people don't do cocaine, as long as people try not to
compare
drink.
cocaine and marijuana.
Right. It's not even the same.
No, marijuana is less than drinking. Rather do weed than drinking, because drinking is bad for your liver. It intoxicated. You cannot do anything. Weed, you can still be a functional human being on it.
I don't know.
Come on, you ever go to an AA meeting?
Compare a weed addict to an alcoholic addict.
You ever go to an AA
Way
meeting?
different.
Because they abuse it.
That's my whole point.
You can abuse anything.
All this is about, you're talking always about a small percentage of the population that don't control themselves and they get super addicted to various drugs. They're the problem. Okay, most people don't have
AAs across the world.
But it doesn't matter. But you're talking percentages now. Most people do not wake up every morning and have a drink, a whiskey, but alcoholics do. Even though they just had one 2 hours
and
ago.
Marijuana, people don't just wake up and say, "Oh, I want to puff a joint."
I don't know. And if some do, and they're addicted, and I'm sure it affects their life some way.
Actually, no, because if you're an alcoholic, you can't keep a job. If you're a stoner, you can keep a job. I know a few that do.
I'm stoned. You were using a workshop. My fingers go right through it.
What? Well, not in that line of work, but regular line of work. You could be an account manager. You would have no idea. He's sitting by the counter ringing up fruits. You'd have no idea if he was high.
Fruits. Yeah, you owe me $12. Give me $2. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they don't do that. They don't do that.
Give me just to roll me a dupe. Steve, hello.
Yeah, that wasn't the reason I called. Actually, I just was listening to this gentleman Norman talk, and the inappropriate comments that he was making on the radio just proves to me why drugs itself is bad.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
He has no filter. He has no filter in his comments, and it may be related to all these years of poking and smoking.
No.
Or maybe he's just an American.
Right. Yeah. He made a joke, and you're right. I did make a comment on it. But the point is he's allowed in your America to say anything he'd like within there are certain words he shouldn't say.
I don't think he was inappropriate. Where was he inappropriate? What did he say?
When he was a little kid, the going blind.
That was funny.
Stop
it. Funny.
Stop it.
Right. He made a joke. Some people got insulted by it. Some people don't. We're grown men and women, Steve. I mean, you, especially you, are a businessman.
Second.
I mean, right. We hear words walking down the street that we want to shoot ourselves in the head. The stuff people come out of people's mouths. And what can I say? Sometimes I'm standing in a neighborhood where I hear the words of the dirty language coming out, the racist remarks coming out. I mean, the FBI chief the other day said, "Well, more people are scared of blacks than whites walking down the street." What kind of an idiot is that?
Oh, it's not true?
No.
You don't think it's true?
No.
So then you're out of your mind.
If you're walking in a bad neighborhood, then you're correct. But if you're walking down
I don't care where you're walking. If it's in midnight and there's no one else around and you're alone
and you see two white guys
walk down your dark
You're telling me two
alley.
white guys following you down a dark alley, you're not going to be scared?
Not as much as two black guys.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, I don't.
No, that's the truth. You can make believe whatever you want, But
so all black people are bad.
No, but they would get me a little nervous. You know me. I've been dealing with black people for 100 years already.
That's my point to you.
I'm not afraid. I go into every building in the city.
Right. We've got to change the mentality of the city. You got
to be normal also and just understand what's going on.
If you walk into a drug-infested neighborhood, black, white, Spanish, Chinese, they're going to come after you no matter what.
Right.
You're going to walk down 52nd Street. You're going to see two black guys, two Chinese guys. You're going to have a good laugh.
Right.
You're going to be walking on 4th Avenue in the city or 5th Avenue in the city. No two black guys are going to scare you. And if they are, you're an idiot.
You know what I saw that's very racist? My friend went to a shooting range, and one of the pictures, besides like zombies that you can shoot at, was a black guy.
I told you about that a couple weeks ago.
So messed up.
In Florida,
is there a white guy there? Like, nothing to do with a woman or a child. Steve, I just want to tell you one thing. I would rather live a full life till 50 than a life till 100, not, living to the fullest. Someone taught me that.
Are you crazy?
I'm sorry. A full life to 50 or like barely living and being so careful till you're 80. It's not worth it. I want to live. Otherwise, it's all useless.
Living a life of truth and honor and integrity.
And depriving yourself of the things you want? What type of life is that? Hey, let me be careful. Let me not eat any carbs. Let me not do any drugs. Let me not smoke. Let me not do anything that's a little bit unhealthy for me. So I'm going to live a perfect life, but not fulfilled. Yeah, you can live fulfilled helping people.
But if you're a believer in God, whether you're gay or white or black or yellow, don't you think you have to answer for yourself at the end of the day?
Yes,
of
but
all
the
the
good
stuff
thing
you've done?
is smoking weed is not a sin. That's the great part. I know someone who he made his son pray all the time and go to school and learn Torah all the time, but he was fine with them smoking weed.
I don't know. Steve?
That wasn't the reason I called, actually. I actually called to talk about the other topic you had with regard to giving gifts.
Okay.
Okay.
And
what did you buy your wife this week?
I didn't buy her anything this week.
Smart boy. Neither did I.
I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. But what I wanted to say was I happen to agree with the other caller that called in that said that I would prefer my wife pick out what she wants, so there's no problems with regards to whether she likes it or not.
Okay, you know what you can do? You can buy her a gift certificate at a store, but to go make her go here's money, go get it. It's so degrading. It's like you don't care. It's like you don't want to put an effort and time.
I disagree with you. The whole fun is the whole fun of marriage. The whole fun of marriage is I know people. I was talking to a young man the other day, and he says, Heshy, I'm with my wife for 15 years. I'm just not in love anymore. I said, what kind of stupidity is that? What kind of a talk is that? I'm not in love and I want to go with somebody else and I think I found somebody else. I said, well, why? You've put in all this time. The whole objective, the whole fun of buying a gift is that you're buying the gift. Even if it's a bad gift, I know that sometimes I go play a baseball game. I know I'm going to lose. I know the other team is better, but the whole objective is to play. Buying a gift for your husband or wife is to play. I didn't buy her a gift because I think it's a stupid thing to go buy her a gift. And I do sometimes go buy flowers when I'm in the mood, only because I'm in the mood. And if I'm in the mood to do it, which I also think is a stupid thing, I give into my, my evil.
Why is it evil?
Because buying
she's
flowers.
spending money?
Spending $10 on those stupid flowers that are going to die after days
you
with
can pick up in the cemetery. You buy one of those.
I'd rather buy those fake flowers, and they look gorgeous in the house for the next 20 years.
Stop.
I have a whole bunch of those fake flowers.
I know, and they're horrible.
Someone gave me.
You gotta clean them. They get dusty.
I like them.
This weekend,
those real ones, they bring ants and cockroaches and bugs.
No, actually, this week someone gave me a rose at the hotel, so I still have it. It's on my counter. Like the owner of the hotel gave it to me. He happened to be there. I kept it.
We're going to talk about that, Steve. Steve, you're a wonderful guy. Thank you for calling in on the show.
Yeah.
And a happy holiday season that's coming up.
Yeah.
What holidays?
Isn't the holidays coming now?
What holidays?
So yeah,
we had Lincoln's birthday today.
Right.
Then you have Purim coming, right?
When?
I don't know. I think it's in like 2 weeks. No, when is
my God, I don't
March
have a costume.
6th, March 5th or 6th is Purim.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, I don't have a costume. Okay.
My costume is that I am coming. Now listen to this, everybody. I want you to be shocked. Not as good. Very good, Esther. First one's good. I'm coming. I'm going to be wearing the American flag as a hat. I'm going to be painting my hair green. I'm going to wear one of those Uncle Sam beards, painting it blue. So now I have white. It's going to have to be red hair, blue thing. I'm going to wear a red and white hat, and then I'm going to put my name right across the hat. Head Cover Man.
Nice.
I want you.
Okay, fine. Well, if you have the time to make up the costume,
and I'm going to show it. Anyways, Esther, you didn't do any horoscopes.
Right.
You didn't do advertisements.
Right.
I quit.
So quit.
No.
Great.
Oh no!
I don't actually quit. I like the gig. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the Just Enough Heshy show.
Is it?
Yes, you can reach us at Just Enough Heshy on Facebook, Just Enough Heshy Twitter. You can email us with advertisements or just suggestions or comments at justenoughheshy@gmail.com. And you can call in at 718-303-9090. Okay, let me start reading the horoscopes. Birthday. If your birthday is today, you will learn so many new things over the coming 12 months that you will wonder how you managed to get by without this kind of knowledge before. Now you have woken up to reality. You can start waking others up too.
Oh,
Why did they
God.
talk about it? Today's your birthday, the 6 months from now. What is
No,
that?
but isn't that the worst person? You know, like a guy who was an alcoholic and he stops drinking and he tries to get everybody else to stop. You know, don't drink so
I
much.
hate those people.
That's what it says
no,
there.
no.
You're gonna learn something, and you should teach others.
Yes.
Why not?
No,
Why
you know
not?
what it is?
Why not?
Give me
Neil?
a break.
We should
Whenever
teach.
somebody works out and is like losing weight, it's like,
Right.
oh, come to the gym, work out with me. Excuse me, I'm not fat. I'm like, oh yeah, just
Yeah,
have
but
fun. They always do that.
I read about that. You know, there are 11 sciences. You know, you can boost your metabolism and lose weight by drinking coffee. Le Buffet, make one of those dietetic coffees.
Yeah,
Every
dietetic.
time-
Your latte.
1 minute.
There's got to be 300 calories minimum.
Every time we drink or eat, we can thank our metabolism for converting all those carbies into energy, our size, gender, and age.
How
Anyways,
about for diabetes? We should thank them too.
all I
what
know
is
is I
this?
heard coffee can help you lose some weight.
Well, I've
Do
been
you
always.
believe that? You've
yeah.
been drinking coffee since you went.
Yeah, but then I go eat
4 years old?
Then,
And I've been drinking coffee
right, but
forever.
then
so-
my partner screams at me. Then I go eat 2 slices of pizza with extra cheese.
I drink coffee.
Wonderful
It's not
today.
helping.
Wonderful. You know what I
And
started
I had
to
a
like?
potato blinzer with mushroom on it.
I know, but the potato
Wow.
blinzer, I know. I'm trying to listen to her and keep away from the potatoes. But you know what's really good? You know what's
What?
really
What?
good?
I'm listening.
I don't remember. Oh, the vegetable slices. They make different kind of vegetable slices,
There's
different
always
stores.
a cooking show. Back
And
to it.
some of them really put up the right mix of vegetables. Like I don't like mushrooms on my pizza, but I like the yellow pepper with the
Ooh,
onion,
yeah.
with the a
It's
piece
gotta
of
be
something
well,
else.
but-
And I gotta tell you, it's delicious.
Yeah,
it's really delicious.
I'm in big trouble. I'm talking to you about pizza, and Esty was talking about something with us, which I don't even remember what she was saying. What
Le
were you
buffet.
talking?
The horoscopes.
Le
You're the one
buffet.
that's
Le
very
buffet.
into.
Le
She
buffet
didn't talk
on
about our
17th Avenue and 55th Street.
very good. And I'm going to ask him
and
for
you
a
can get a
dietetic coffee.
breakfast.
Did she just call me crazy?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say a
Whoa,
thing.
I don't know what
Esty,
happened.
what was your
Roll the
what were you
tape.
talking about?
Roll
It's
the tape.
actually your subject. You keep saying, "Oh, read the horoscopes," and then you
I'm
don't let me
sorry.
finish.
Finish.
Oh wow.
Oh, please.
Okay, today is
Read the
Aquarius.
horoscope.
Aquarius, it's still my
Yes,
month.
it is.
Oh, again, your birthday?
It's not my
Oh,
birthday. It's my
God.
month. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I want to hear
It'll
how
always be your month.
it is.
It never changes.
I love you, Neil. Yeah, but I see how good looking you are today.
No, for sure.
You are
You
handsome.
told
You
me.
must
I
be.
know.
You combed your hair beautifully.
I know.
Go ahead,
My
Esther.
hat does it to my hair.
Go ahead, Esther.
So yeah, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call in at 718-303-9090.
By the way, everybody on the camera, our
on-
number's right there.
Yeah. We're on
Where?
Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Anyways, you read it. If today is your month, if you're Aquarius, you readily come to the aid of individuals who need help. But if you are serious about making a difference in the world, you should join with others in some kind of social or political cause. You can do more together than you do alone. And be nicer to Esty. Sorry, what?
Wow.
Esther,
That's perfect for
What
him.
you went to some scientific
Convention. yeah.
convention.
What, Scientology was that?
No,
L. Ron Hubbard?
it just discusses. They actually discussed obesity and how it affects us and different things. I actually didn't go to the speeches. I sat by the fireplace because it was so amazing. I love
So you
fireplaces.
paid money to go to sit at a fireplace.
No, my parents paid money because they didn't want me in the house while they were gone. House party.
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
So, yeah.
At least they know the score.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
and then
amazing.
you
So
know,
what? Oh, you didn't hear anything about
Yeah,
what it was?
yeah. Plus, a lot of things.
Sounds
are
like
very,
a health weekend.
No, it's more like it's very technical. A lot of the thoughts, like quantum physics and all sorts of things that I can't fully understand. So it's not so much for me. It's for scientists who are in the field who know all the technical lingo.
Yeah,
I told
but
you
a
to
lot
come
of
to me
times,
for
you
the
know, you
weekend.
learn
I
5,
don't know.
10 words and you know the whole
So,
thing.
Neil,
You
I want-
crack the code.
I want to talk about this lady
Ooh,
who's
that guy who screwed me, the leasing company.
Oh yeah, you want to
Yeah,
talk
he
to me
didn't. He
about?
didn't screw me. I just don't understand what he did to me. I don't understand. I used him, I think, for 3 cars,
Right.
and I call him up. He calls me near the end of my lease.
Which company?
Only like a week before my lease was over.
Right.
I thought I had another month. By the way,
But you could have kept it. You
In
didn't
other
have to
words,
return it.
I didn't return it yet,
Okay.
and I thought I had another month. In fact, I prepared a check to pay another month's payment, and they told me I don't owe anything, So I was pretty surprised, but they told me I have to return the car. I wasn't. Anyway, spoke to this guy over there at this leasing company.
Which leasing company?
First he thinks he's quality.
Okay,
let's put it this way.
But
his customer service sucks. You know what?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, the guy's got to be the biggest a-hole in business that I know.
I think you're not allowed to say a-hole, I was told.
Really?
Let's discuss this.
Okay, how about a b-hole?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay?
Next.
Really nuts. Because I'm a client, all I have to do is sign a paper. He doesn't need, everything is done.
Right.
It's not like, I need
So
a
what did he do to you?
cosign.
What
I
did he
need
do to
that.
you?
So I give him the right time of day, and I tell him, that I have a relative of mine that knows how to get things very inexpensive, right? He loves to save and save and save. Anyway, he just leased 2 cars from the same guy that he's been using for the last 15 years. And I asked him what he paid. No. Okay, good. So I went to the guy and I told him what I would like, another car like I have, or maybe I'll go for a little SUV-ish, whatever. Give me a quote on 2 different cars. I get the quote. I tell him, okay, I'm the type of guy, I want everything rolled into the payment. I don't want to put down a nickel except a month payment.
Right.
Not a nickel.
And he asked for a nickel.
No, they do that. They did that to me too.
I
I did the same thing, and then when the car showed up, it's $2,000, and you're screwed.
For what?
What? And you couldn't register your car. You couldn't switch the plate.
Right.
They all screw you around with you, and then you're stuck with it. And you wait. Right.
They really play games. They know gimmicks that they somehow squeeze a few dollars more out.
The problem is penny pinching.
And so I call the guy back, and I tell him, listen, I got it for $30 less. The guy told me he'll do whatever. So a normal salesman would say, let me see what I can do. Let's see. Let's work on it. Meet me halfway, something. He says to me, no, you're going to get screwed. There can't be. There's no such thing.
Did he do it in that
you
accent?
don't know what you're talking about.
Did he do it in that accent?
I don't even know what accent he did it.
God.
I think it's called Yinglish or something. Okay, my kids know what it's called. I'm not into the whole thing. Because really, I don't mind. I have nothing to do with the guy except once every 2-3 years when I lease a car. He does no service for me.
Right.
He doesn't do a thing for me. Not a thing. He doesn't call me once a year and say happy birthday. He doesn't nothing. Like what kind of guy is he? He just expects me to give him the business, no matter. And he says, you're going to get screwed. You're going to come back to me in 3 years.
3 years.
Is he an a-hole or what?
A b-hole.
A real b-hole. I mean, I don't understand him for nothing. I would never use him again for nothing.
Wow.
And at the same token, I have something nice to say about dependable collision.
Go ahead.
And you know what? I had dealings with him, and something was supposed to be done later on, this, that, a whole long story, whatever it was. But he was honorable. He lived up to his word. He kept his word.
Wow.
Yeah, a little slappy here and there, whatever. But the bottom line is,
rip you off and con you.
He was so straight with me.
What was it called? Bendel?
Dependable on 39th Street between 14th and 15th. Mr. Josephi.
Wow.
And I want you to know he was really good to me. He bent over backward. He didn't really have to do everything he did. He said he'll do it. I asked him to do it.
I love when they do that.
And that's it.
I love it.
And then he kept his word.
Yeah.
And here's a guy who thinks he owns me. Like, he'll scare me into taking the lease from him.
Maybe
What did I give a crap? I'll go rent the car for a month till I decide what I want to do. That's why I figured out I'm pissed off at him. Not because he didn't want to move on the money. He told me if I don't lease a car by him, he's not taking back my car.
Wow.
I have to go to another Toyota place and to give back my car. He won't take it back. That's customer service?
My gosh.
You know that's disgusting of him. That is disgusting. And that's why I'll never use him, and I don't think anybody should use him.
He's unethical.
First of all, he's high-priced. And second of all, his service sucks.
So how does he make money?
Sucks.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not piss off Neil. Do not piss off.
No, they think they're so smart, because they can twirl the payas and just go further. You know what? You lost the customer. You lost any kind of reference. How many people I sent to him just by saying, hey, they would ask me and I would say, okay, go to quality. He was good to me.
Yeah,
That's it. No, I didn't call quality, tell him, make sure my commission, you got it ready, this, that, nothing. Just go. I'm happy with him.
Neil, you're going to get yourself a heart attack, so I want to tell you a story.
There's so much leasing companies.
You are listening.
There are a million of them, and some of them are really nice. The
they
one
have to
I'm
compete,
dealing with
and they're
now
not competing. They're sucking.
is so nice. They sent me an email. Okay, here's the monthly payment. Here's this. Everything included. This, that, the other thing. Oh, we'll do it on this and this day. And if you need a car for the day, for the 5-hour difference till they'll deliver and they take back yours,
No way.
we'll get you a car if you need it.
Wow.
They were servicing me.
Wow.
Service, real service. And they were $30 cheaper than him.
To me, my car showed up a week later. But there's a guy, everybody was crying about Valentine's Day. Can I tell you about Valentine's Day? A 70-year-old Fresno, California man received the ultimate Valentine's Day gift. Listen to this, guys. I know you don't want to hear it. A new lease on life. Now, what kind of a gift is that? Luis Cabello Sanchez, he's not an illegal immigrant, by the way, Esty, who was close to death, got a mechanical heart on Saturday. The doctors hope will keep on ticking the rest of his life. I thought mechanical hearts don't work.
Maybe it started.
Isn't it with Cheney? Like he has something?
No, Cheney has a
pump.
Not a
sort
pump.
of a pump.
What's it called again?
Not a pacemaker.
Pacemaker.
No, but he had something more than that. Something that's in trial.
Okay, but the heart's still there.
No, I think they
didn't take out his heart. This guy got a brand new mechanical heart.
I don't know. I think what Cheney had was brand new. He was like, literally, it was a trial thing.
Wow.
That man had 5 heart attacks.
3 or 4 heart attacks.
You imagine?
Yeah, this is the Justin Heshy show.
That's really amazing. 5 heart attacks and still be ticking. And he's strong. He wrote books, this, that. He's good.
Neil,
Nice.
2 subjects that we didn't cover before the end of the show. One, BB, is he going to talk or not going to talk in front of the Congress?
He's going to talk, and it seems like we're going to have friction with him.
Okay, and then 2,
because Obama is not a leader. That's why. BB's a leader. And he feels a responsibility for the Jewish people, and that's why he invites them over from everywhere.
Remember, Netanyahu decided to back the Republicans, even though I don't really care. He's a foreign delegate, but he did back the Republicans against and the Obama campaign.
So what?
You want to hear?
Why is politics involved in such a serious thing?
Yeah.
The world's going to blow apart. Then it's not going to be a joke.
Now
you have Egypt already in the fight. Right.
You
have Jordan in the fight.
Right.
You have Israel is always in the fight.
Right. Israel's not in right now.
I know, but they're on duty, man. Their planes are ready to go. Right. They're sitting there waiting for that beep, and that's it. Now,
I have a question for you. Netanyahu gets on the news and he says, listen, everybody come to Israel. It's over. The world is crazy. They're killing Jews all over. Come on home. Let's get it over with. Stop it. Just come. I mean, we know the door is always open. Now, is he causing trouble? What's his deal? He wants all the Jews to come there to what? To take over the world? I mean, what does he want?
No, listen, it's good for Israel when Jews move there.
But, so everybody in America should sell their houses?
1 minute. But it seems that in Europe, right now, it's a lot of tension going on. And Jews are scared, even if they proclaim they're not. All the rabbis are coming out and saying, oh, this government and that government, French, Denmark, this one, they're all good to us and all that. But the bottom line is they have an issue. Look at France. They've been having Jewish issues for the last 10 years, 15 years already.
French are not friendly. Even to tourists. We're their food source and they're rude.
We are their food source?
Yeah, their money source because tourists. France without tourists would be nothing.
Wow. I don't know much about France.
Oh.
I really don't.
Tourism is their biggest industry.
I just know they don't use a lot of water.
Yeah?
Yeah, they don't take too many
they're rude to outsiders.
Yeah.
And, Okay, I wanted to ask you, are you
they
guys...
don't buy deodorant either, like the Israelis.
Are you guys Democrats or Republicans?
I'm a Democrat.
Really, this is how I was taught. I was taught Democrats are the bad guys because they want to just give money to the poor.
Democrats are good guys.
And the
Republicans are the bad
want to
guys.
give. Let me finish.
Yeah.
And Republicans want to give people jobs so they can make money. That's what I was taught at the beginning.
Okay.
Democrats give money. Republicans build jobs to give money.
Okay.
So in that case,
I'm going to tell you, just like who was your guest here the other night? Gary. Today,
yeah,
there is no difference between a Republican and a Democrat. Absolutely none.
Really? Why?
Right.
Because they're both full of crap. They both just want to pull programs, whether it's corporate welfare or personal welfare or whatever it is. It doesn't even matter anymore. They're so incohesive as being operational. In other words, they have a cohesiveness of being terrible and not getting things done. Finished. Whether they're Republican,
Right,
Democrat.
right.
I mean, Chuck Schumer's the biggest joke. You know, every time there's a train crash or something, he gets out there, we're going to have to regulate some more and do this and do that. I mean, that guy doesn't stop with regulation. And and nobody... He's too tough. Everybody's afraid of him.
Everybody's afraid of your local councilman and assemblyman. He gets up, screams about Israel, but you don't see him doing anything for us on housing. You don't see him lowering our taxes. You don't see him fighting the building department, the water department.
Right, but he makes believe that you have a say in where some money goes.
Zero.
Right?
Zero.
Yeah, he has that meeting, supposedly, a public meeting.
Yeah, you have the community meetings.
Right.
You know who's in charge over there? There's a guy, Edward Handler. The man is an ignoramus. The man knows nothing about anything about going to his synagogue, screaming, but the man.
But he knows about garbage pickup, no?
And he sits down in the community, and does he do anything about it? Instead, he allows them to ticket us. They pick up the garbage. Do you know that if you put your garbage out on Saturday and it snows, they don't pick it up, you have to put it away? And if you don't put it away, you get a ticket and put it back out? You think Mr. Handler knows anything about that?
Right.
He doesn't care.
Do you think he cares that every time they got to do construction or dig on the street by a light or something, that it's done on a Thursday or Friday? Do you think he cares?
Right.
In other words, no one gives a damn.
Right.
Okay? The councilman doesn't care because he's allowed to go through light. He can do whatever he wants. He can park without paying the meter, without anything. His ticket's zero.
Alternate side, but meter's always in effect. Doesn't make sense.
This is the Just Enough Heshy show.
And you know how slippery it is out there? There's ice always piled by the sidewalk, by the Mooney meter.
I know.
Okay, this is Just Enough Heshy show, 718-303. 90,
we got what you have to say.
Okay, 90. We got a couple minutes left, and then we're done. And we'll see you tomorrow, and that's going to be the way it is. Let Esty talk. Okay,
go ahead, Esty, talk.
Yeah, this is the Just Enough Heshy show. You can get us at Just Enough Heshy at Facebook.
I love you, Neil.
We're also live on YouTube. You could just search for Just Enough Heshy, and we're the first one that pops up. You could do hashtag Just Enough Heshy at Twitter and justenoughheshy@gmail.com.
What do you mean? We're the first ones that come up?
When you put in Just Enough Heshy, yeah.
Yeah.
Why? There might be another Just Enough Heshy somewhere?
Can I tell you a funny story?
I wish you would. I want to laugh.
A guy got a ticket. Why? Because he got a permit to fix his sidewalk. Now listen to me. He got another permit that he's to take away 5 feet so you can make a walkway passageway. The problem is on the walkway because the cement is wet. I don't want you to walk in my cement. So you make a little passageway to walk on the side, but there's a tree and grass. So what the guy did was he didn't block the sidewalk. He put a couple cones and said, walk this way. He got a ticket for closing off the street, which is not true. He got a ticket for riding sidewalk closed because, you don't want them to walk in the cement. So they said, no, you didn't pull another permit for closing the street and the roadway. This is the city. It just doesn't end. And you know what? And you know what your councilman and your assemblyman did? Zippo. Too bad. Follow the regulations and rules. But if I don't do it now, it's going to be winter. To get a permit like that could take me another 2 months or $4,000. Too bad. If you don't like it, we're going to give you a ticket. And and the tickets are not cheap. Those tickets range from $700 to $1,500 a ticket.
Wow.
Not $100. Building department ticket minimum is $740. If you have a container on the street and you don't have a permit for it, a $750 ticket, not $500, not $250. Now you're filling up your container. It becomes Friday night. The guy doesn't want to come pick it up. Beautiful. Saturday, the experiment expired. Inspectors find a way that nobody else is working. They're walking the streets on Saturday to give you a ticket.
Getting paid time and a half.
Time and a half.
Give us a ticket.
To give us a ticket. And they find it. And I got one guy who got a ticket because his container was over the top. What does that mean? He did cover it, but of course, a lot of the people, a lot of people found the container. Somebody ripped up the blue top. Right. You saw the blue top was there, and somebody put some boxes on it, but it went over the top by about an inch.
If I owned the container company, I would put a hidden camera on every single one.
But you
and
can't.
I bet you catch those
and you catch it. What are you catching?
And you're not going to beat them. That's what you're going to do.
So basically, we're paying taxes so they can ticket us and get more money.
Right.
We're paying money so they can take more money.
Right. It's like you begging to get screwed.
Anyways, you're listening to the Just Enough Heshy show.
That's not just enough, and that's why we're going to come back
It's not there. We're going to be back tomorrow night from 7 to 9 p.m. We're going to close out the show. I want to just mention a couple of our advertisers because I don't want ST to go too slow. We got Le Buffet, wonderful people on 17th Avenue. We got your Green Line Building Consultants. We do lead. We do asbestos inspections. We send you to the proper companies if you haven't. We do your violations. We are wonderful people. We have also, don't forget the Black Label Electric Cigarettes.
Mikey, that's Mikey's
What's his phone number, Esty?
His phone number is 561-239-5941. You can also go to blpremiumesig.com.
Also the asbestos guy?
Yeah, Gotham One Solution, asbestos and lead abatement.
Who's that, Joel?
Joel at 917-577-2867.
You know how many public schools he did and stuff?
Oh, you know really that. Good. Very good.
He's really
Anyways, my closing quote tonight is very simple. Generosity. Real generosity is doing something nice for someone who will never find out. And greatness.
You told us that one already.
No, I told you a different version of it.
No, those words were said.
No, but it was a different version of it. So I'm copying again.
No, I don't like that because I want to learn more. So I want to know more.
So I got something else for you. Greatness, both desire and imagination, are stored in the mind of an individual. And when stretched, both have a potential to position a person for greatness. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the Just Enough Heshy show. I hope we entertained you enough. Tomorrow we'll be back. Maybe we'll make you laugh some more. Have a good night. We love you. Come on back.
Русская служба Senior Care Ambulance кардиобригады работает круглосуточно во всех районах Нью-Йорка. 718